Okay, I've hit start streaming, so I can try and see if this is gonna work.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, it's gonna look like shit, but who gives a fuck? 10 people are gonna watch this, and most of them are me watching it back for points that I made.
I don't know. It looks good. What is it that's missing?
This side window is gonna look weird.
Oh, is that the one that usually has chat in it or something?
Yep, and I don't know how to fit it. Emmy fit it. I'll fit it after this when I'll use my day off and get fucking furious at my computer. All right, Order of the Lion's Hope. Welcome to the Sonic World Saga. This is a Dungeons and Dragons actual play 5th edition live stream. We have 4 groups of 4-player characters. Tonight we return to the Order of the Lion's Hope, a knightly order that operates out of the Hallandor Empire. We have the characters will now have a brief introduction given by their players. We have Marcus.
Hey everyone, I'm Aaron. I play Marcus Dubrow, the Circle of the Moon Druid halfling, and I am not the guy from American Movie.
Next up, we have Merahim, who is played. I realized I just threw to Ian. Ian will be joining us in just a few minutes. At the moment, he's Ian Highland plays Merahim, the Tiefling Wizard. He's a Tiefling Divination Wizard, I believe. Ian usually includes that.
Yeah.
Then we have Akka.
Hey everybody, I'm Nathaniel, and I play Akka. He is a half-orc, and he is a pugilist strength monk. Pretty sweet dude. Baby doll, thin hair, and that's all I've built in him as a character so far over these, 8 months?
Well, yeah.
He's got some cool animal friends.
And then
that's
we
true.
have Althea.
Hi, I am Connor Tolles. I play Althea Nilo, the Spitfire, Storm Sorcerer, and Celestial Patron Warlock.
Who has a shit ton of health. Jesus Christ, Connor.
Yeah.
How do you have 88 health?
I don't know. I've gotten really lucky with my roll.
Is that with your level 10?
Yes.
I didn't update my character till today, so my health is unfortunately not up to date on the screen.
Yep. Okay.
So I just promise you all viewers that Akka is slightly healthier than that.
So, a update on the Order of the Lion's Hope. The Lions have just been in a very, very dark, grim situation. They attended the Masquerade, a party thrown by a mysterious group called the Black Narrow Society. It is the elite of the elite gathering to do terrible, terrible things that you can read about in the description of the content warning of the episode. Because there will be a censored version of that put out when I have time. But after escaping the terrible cult-like activity, after possibly pitting the White Mask group that the Lions Hope have dealt with several times against the Black Narrow Society, they have left with a prisoner, and they are making their way through the city back towards the Temple of Tytir. Do any of you have anything that you wish to say to the others, excluding Merahim? You all always exclude Merahim from like social functions and stuff, so this isn't any different.
I will squawk like a chicken. Because I am a chicken right now.
Is there anything in our rations that we would carry on in our packs that would be close to like corn or cornmeal?
Yeah, you could carry corn. Corn is available. It grows naturally on the Wester Islands, so you can have corn.
I'm gonna like every once in a while, just give every time Marcus tries to communicate with us, I'll just give him a piece of corn.
Marcus, how does that incentivize you to pretend you have something to say?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would definitely take the corn when it's offered, but I think that I'm gonna just fly away now. leaving my companions behind. Maybe I won't fly
You
ahead.
still have the person on your back, yes?
Yeah, they're tied to my back. Because the plan when we left off was that I would fly back before they turned non-invisible.
Right.
Because they're currently invisible. Maybe I won't fly all the way ahead. Maybe I'll stay on like rooftops. Like I'll fly ahead like a block and then perch on a rooftop and wait for the group to catch up. And,
So you're gonna pretend to be a wind vane?
yeah,
A wind vane on top of a building?
exactly.
All right, make a stealth check for the giant rooster.
Okay, I don't know if I have imported that in character sheet. I think maybe I have actually. Yeah, I have. Okay. It's the elementals I haven't imported yet. So. Oh shit. +6.
Oh damn! This dire rooster is good at hiding.
Yeah, dire roosters out of hell.
Yeah, you actually have to kind of fly and selectively dart around because you see those like elegant patrician guards are actually monitoring the rooftops all through the Winter's
yeah.
Pass.
Wow.
They each have these large, heavy crossbows, but they seem to be uninterested. You actually kind of stay far enough away that from their perspective, it's like, oh, there's just a regular size flying rooster with nothing on its back.
Yeah, great.
It's very close to me. I should be responding to that, but why would I?
And yeah, I won't go too far ahead of the group with that in mind.
Okay. All right, then the other two of you, Akka, Althea, what do you discuss? Merahim seems so quiet.
Can't believe we just left them back there. All those people.
Oh, most of them are there willing. I think it's more important that all of their schemes don't happen. Because one party's one thing, but if they got together as a group and then started enacting their plans, the world would be doomed.
Is it not already? But the people that I'm caring about, that I'm worried about us leaving behind, are the ones who are there not voluntarily.
I understand your concern, but Akka is right. They would simply grow more secretive if we had overreacted at the moment. I don't want to say overreact. I'm not sure if that's in character for me.
Also, I don't. If that nasty man is true upon what he said, and the Emperor gets involved in those kind of parties, it's probably best that we, let the Lion's Hope do what it does and bring it down from the inside or down altogether than just us causing some big commotion on a random night.
Yes, Althea, you work well in the light and the dark, but most of our order are much more comfortable in the light of day.
But, what do you guys think we're gonna do next? Because, we have the list, and perhaps we could just start going down that list and taking care of business. And Akka, does the classic like punching the palm of your own hand.
Well, we have a lot to think about. Marcus Chicken, you see when you reach Little Lambasa, there
Our favorite
are...
neighborhood.
Huh?
It's our favorite neighborhood.
It's your neighborhood. You come to find that there are a whole lot of there's a whole lot of light shining from Little Lambasa. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get a big. Dear, let me just make you big, and then I'll get a rooster, and then I'll put that in. I just looked up Alan to try and get a big rooster.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm giving you control, but you see Little Lambasa. There's a lot of light coming from it.
What's that up there?
Yeah, so I'll land on this. I guess, is it like a tower, or like is it just a stone part of the building?
There is like a small sort of watchtower, but it's almost never used.
Okay.
A lot of the architecture of particularly the poorer parts of town were like constructed for like, if this city gets invaded, here's where we would make a stand. Like a lot of the walls of houses used to be like, this is like the last line of defense for this part of the city.
Right. Cool. So yeah, I'll land here and wait for the party to kind of catch up, and I'll start looking over, and like I'll cock my head, I guess.
Yeah. And the party sort of makes their way towards the source as well. And what you see is a group of people. People who, while Little Lambasa has a ton of people from all over Walharn that live there, these do seem to be people who are from Agjum, the empire in which there is the normal-sized, or not the empire, the kingdom in which there is the normal-sized Lambasa. They are from the southern continent, the southern land mass. They have darker skin. They are a mixture of humans and elves and Goliaths, a few dwarves and halflings. And they are moving together, and each of them are holding a torch. The men have theirs sort of slung over their shoulder, and the torches are really, really long. Like the length, like they're like 8 feet torches, with the fire just flickering over their heads from where they hold them across their shoulders. The men are wearing what look like, they're all red, but then they have sort of like almost checked patterns, or these really thick stripes with a thinner stripe going down. And those stripes seem to have a mixture of different colors, or be just slight variations of a pattern, like the lines zig a little bit, zag a little bit. And they are wearing them sort of just draped across their body, except for a few that you notice who are shirtless and have these these skirts that begin just below their chest, just below where their chest meets their abdominal, and go down to just below their knees, and are wearing several sort of rings up their arms. And the women are largely wearing sort of similar, this sort of blanket draped, this blanket draped around their body. It's sort of a blanket look, but you can see that it is actually a dress that is built around a more everyday type of dress. The inner dresses are one color. They do seem to be many different colors, while the outer parts of this dress that are more draped seem to largely be red, but they will have actual intricate sort of quilt-like patterns woven or sewn into them. Large leaves or the faces of animals, that sort of thing. And they all carry the torches in front of their face. The women of this grouping do. And together they are singing a song. And it's very difficult to make out any of the words precisely. It seems to be just a few phrases repeated, but it seems that the humans are singing in many different languages, common or giant or dwarf, while each of the other groups are singing in their, species language. They're singing in Elvish or Dwarvish or Giant.
Do I recognize that people are speaking Giant?
Like you recognize that the Goliaths, you could probably pick up a few of the little pieces of it, yeah.
Can I walk up to one of the ones singing in Giant?
Well, they're still moving, and they don't seem like they're about to stop just yet.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the languages you said they were saying that we would recognize?
Sure. Yeah, it's like common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Halfling, Giant.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I somehow I dazed out and didn't catch half of those.
Orcish, like basically any of the player race languages, except
Okay.
Draconic. No Draconic,
so
no Infernal, no Celestial.
You're just like, so that you're just saying this is such an eclectic group of people that
Yes.
we're hearing all of the languages.
Yes, they are all
Okay.
singing, and they are all singing the same notes. But what's interesting and what's making it a little bit harder for you to understand any individual pieces is the fact that because they're such different languages, like they're all finishing at different times. So there are odd moments where there's like this beautiful harmony of them all singing the same note, but then like the halflings just keep going while the elves have been done for like a minute with one verse. That's sort of how it sounds.
And is there any chance that this would be a song that Akka would recognize, since he likes, singing revelries and things like bars and taverns and parades and things like that?
Make a... I'll let you choose, because I don't know how different the stat is going to be, but make either a performance or a history check.
Okay. I think I'll do a performance, if that's cool.
Sure.
It's an 8.
Okay. You actually can tell that you think that you've heard this song before. Like it sounds.
Then I'm gonna just take one step forward I'm not gonna, well, let's say 2, because I don't want to stand right in front of someone, and just like kind of like see if I can get any of their attention as they're moving by. What's that tune you're singing? It sounds familiar.
They don't acknowledge you, but they have stopped, and you can see that some of them who are sort of closer to you do smile at you, but they are still singing. And then you all notice,
like kind of towards our character tokens.
They're all sort of once they have landed in the spot that they are in, they've kind of stopped moving forward.
Oh no, it's worse than I thought. It's a flash mob. Get out of here.
And they've all sort of stopped
2008 again.
and turned and looked in different directions. And you see that there are a whole lot of other people dressed much the same way. These people much, much older. Like, these people lower middle age to elderly are walking from other parts of Little Umbasa or just other parts of the street. And each of them have a large platter covered in food. And on each platter, they have a candle.
Might be an odd question, but these people don't happen to be like, they don't look wet, do they?
No?
That is an odd question, Connor.
Yeah, that's a very odd question. I'm so confused.
And they were gonna be like covered in like gasoline or something.
No.
It's got to be like
Gosh, no. This is a nice little thing that these
Are
people.
you sure they're not wet? Because Akka is still in his Chippendales outfit.
I'm sure. This is a nice little thing that was brought from home for these people, and they're not gonna set themselves on fire. You watch as
Sorry, man,
the
you've conditioned us to.
yeah, I'm sorry,
to
that's
have
my
horrible
fault.
things happen.
They all walk forward, and once they have reached a certain level of closeness to this sort of central grouping, they all set the platters of food down. And then you watch as, with almost practiced precision, this group just perfectly splits apart as they all walk in different directions and go to take the torch that they are carrying, and they just very delicately light the candles that were on the platter. And then everyone just sort of turns, and you see that people just start to take food from the platters and produce from within the clothes that they were wearing smaller plates, and everybody just sort of sits, and the song has ended. And people just start eating together, their torches out, and just these small candles grouped together, lighting up the night. And once they've stopped singing, one of the people who was carrying a torch looks over and says, "Sorry, it would have been rude to stop singing while we were going. Sorry for not answering you."
Oh, that's fine. I'm sorry if we wandered in and interrupted your celebration. I don't believe I've seen this festival before.
Ben, have I heard of this festival before? I feel like Marahim spends a lot of time in this neighborhood.
Marahim, when'd you get back?
You can make a history check to see if you're familiar. And I'd say, yeah, make it with advantage, because you have lived here for a very long time.
Well, I'm going to need it. Okay. Great for Marahim.
Well, this is the Red Feast. It is essentially at different times of the year, the people of Agjum wear different materials. Those of them who, submit to this idea, and you cannot roll a history check high enough to know why, because no one from Agjum has, to your knowledge, ever shared with any scholar of a different culture or anything why this is a practice. Not everybody from Agjum does it. Certain tribes fully say no, and then certain individuals will say no. But the Red Feast is a night that... And I'll let you decide if Marahim has tried to track when it happens, but there seems to not be a discernible pattern for what time of year it is held. But it is when wool is swapped out for cotton, and I really hope that I have not mentioned people in Agjumi clothing wearing cotton before now, because I shouldn't have, because this is when they start wearing cotton. Today.
So it's not based on, it starts getting colder, so they switch to wool? It's just,
That's a prevailing theory, and then sometimes it's fucking winter. It is about to... You're in, mid-autumn, and they have switched from wool to cotton. This is...
That's interesting.
Well, wool gets too itchy when you put it in layers, and so it's actually better to wear cotton when you can layer it in the winter.
Well, I agree with you, but it's better to put a layer of wool on top of the cotton layers.
I just made that up. I don't wear clothes very often.
But shockingly, you were like, gotta find my Merihim. Fraser. Shockingly, you were quite spot on.
I've been alive for a long time, so you just learn a few things here and there, and you can make things up pretty quickly.
They do say experience comes with age, and I look at Akka, and you must have a lot of experience.
Oh, more than I wish sometimes.
Yeah, but did you have questions for the people participating?
Well, sure. Is there a name to the song that you were singing?
Oh, yes, it's the Ballad of the Long Torch. It's a historical song that was sung when many of our smaller rivers were created. There was a irrigation project a few centuries ago, and it was what the workers sang to keep themselves moving on rhythm, despite the fact that so many of our people spoke different languages.
Well, I mean, I thought it was impressive. It was very fun and interesting to hear it sung in all those languages at once.
Well, thank you. That's very polite. I'll be right back. You all go back to making jokes about each other's age.
Akka is so old.
How old is
How
he?
old is he? Yeah.
Akka's so old that when he kicks something, he breaks a hip. That's why he only ever punches.
Aha. Aha ha.
I'm gonna roll a charisma check.
Are you sure that you didn't accidentally cast Vicious Mockery? Because Akka's in the corner crying now.
Okay, I'm back. Another question? Did you have one, Althea?
Yes, we'll do. Walk up to one of the ones who were singing in Giantish.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it seems like they were humans who were walking near Goliaths or Goliaths. And just for context, like, Goliaths speak giant. That isn't a weird thing.
I know. Which one of these is a Goliath?
Right here. And Connor, can you speak up just a little bit?
Yeah. We'll walk up to the Goliath one of the Goliaths that I heard saying yesterday. Excuse me. You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, go ahead.
I heard the language that you were singing in, and I just wanted to know if you. I heard this story. Of. Oh man, where did I write that down? Oh crap. Sorry, my brain fart.
Was it the story about the giant who died in the north?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, he tells you he doesn't know anything about it.
He doesn't. Do you know anything of the giant soul?
Giant what? You're still pretty quiet, Connor.
Of the giants at all. Like, where any of them, roamed or hung out.
Well, a lot of them, they used to live everywhere. Then they didn't.
All right. Well, thank you. That was very helpful.
I mean, I could tell you what my mother told me, but that was a fairy tale.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
When the giants saw that giant kin and smaller folk that live in cities and towns and rove around in bands were safe, they walked into the ocean until only the tops of their heads were above the waves and stood still so long that they became islands.
It's a very beautiful story.
It was comforting as a child.
I can only imagine. Thank you. Also, your voice was very lovely.
Thank you.
Also, sorry to interrupt. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Oh, thank you. Do you all want to eat? This is for everybody. And you've noticed that a lot of the people who live around Little Mombasa who just weren't a part of the ceremony or aren't even, don't even have ancestry from Agjum have kind of come and joined in and are kind of getting plates and stuff.
Oh, can I tell if it would be rude to say no?
You notice that there are some people who are just kind of chatting or walking by and are waving and being like, I got a thing.
Oh, I greatly appreciate it. Maybe we'll come back. However, we do have somewhere that we need to get to under a rather time crunch at the moment.
Of course. Have a good evening.
You as well.
Unfortunately, as she was finishing that discussion with that person, Akka found an empty spot in a circle of people and has started asking what the foods are and tasting them.
Yeah, I think Marahim takes a plate out of his backpack because I feel like he's partaken in the food of today of this holiday before, and so he's ready to dine in. He's pretty hungry.
Can you guys eat after what we just saw?
I know that's the one. It's the main reason it's fasting.
Let me roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
you
another thing-
guys are eating chapati, kachumbari, sukuma wiki,
Marahim,
Well, I like the Kasumu, but not the Wiki.
Nyama choma. Well, that is rude to ask for. I don't actually want to say that because I only have pictures of these foods. There's githeri, there's ugali. It's all good food. It does seem like it's really well prepared and it was kept really fresh. But yeah, okay, you're probably not hungry.
No. He sadly puts his plate away and is like, I don't think I could stomach it today.
Well, one thing you do get with old age is you learn how to compartmentalize.
No one knows that better than me, friend.
So should we get going, back to HQ?
Oh,
I'm gonna land on the ground and try to pick up some food that somebody dropped. Then.
Yeah, and as soon as you
Peck the
do,
ground.
all of the people start tossing scraps to the giant chicken because they know that there are things that are called druids who go around. They know that this isn't a normal giant chicken.
Sure.
Giant
So there's
chickens are
that
not
one
native
guy
to
who
this
sees
part
it
of
and is
Hallandor.
like- There was that one guy who sees you and immediately takes out a meat cleaver, thinking that it's the best day of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the chef from Little Mermaid. Yeah, you get some good chicken, and then you all can make your way into the courtyard.
Oh man, I'm a chicken eating chicken. I don't know about that.
Nope.
That's how you get bad chicken disease.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a refresher of the Temple of Tytir. Just to remind everybody what it looks like. It's a beautiful old building that's seen better days. That's the Temple of Tytir, by the way. Tytir. Nope, it's Tytir. I would ask you to speak up, but I don't want to hear what you were saying in that exact moment.
Oh man, the courtyard's become much more whimsical and delightful.
Yeah, these are new. This is a new little layout. I like it.
Yeah, with Emmy's laptop that she didn't need anymore because it's broken, I can use the mapping software that I bought at the start of this stream.
Oh,
months
nice.
ago.
Awesome.
But yeah, you all enter. Marcus, still a chicken. Carrying an
You
invisible...
don't need to replace it if it.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
But Marcus still carrying an invisible woman as a chicken.
I am still big. All right. Yeah, I'll fly. I'll land here and wait for the party to.
No, we better go before they think they're being attacked by giant chicken people.
Yeah, the two guards who are not human, Alan and Rebecca, give you all a nod when they see the other three and kind of assume, it's probably Marcus.
I'm gonna rip the skirt part of my dress off and say, Uncle Merahim, would you mind putting this in your bag? The skirt's just being a bit too much for me, and she's now just in her pants. But it's the same, like, corset body piece up top. She's just corset and pants now.
Fine. And then he takes it and puts it in his pack.
Thank you.
Alright, and you all enter, and I only changed one map inside the hideout, so we're not gonna go through all of them. Let me get all your tokens. You do have to become regular Marcus at some point before you get to the commander's office.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Honestly, like once we step inside, maybe even before, I'll turn when I land, I'll turn back into Marcus, and I guess I'll. yeah, and I'll forget, and she kind of collapses onto me, but she's invisible, so it just look like I get like squashed.
I like to think that like she's tied around you, but you're littler, so it's like she's on her back and you're on your back on top of her, like a turtle that came down. I will help carry the burden of the woman.
Okay, and you all are in. You all make it to the office of Commander Norris, and what do you know? You knock on the door, and he's willing to let you in.
Commander Norris, hello. Your first name...
I like the new
Chuck
design in your office, Commander.
I don't know what you mean. It's always looked this detailed.
I guess maybe the compartmentalizing has finally given me a stroke. Everything looks like a cartoon now.
Commander Norris, perchance, what is your first name doesn't happen to be Charles, does it?
My first name is Norris.
Oh, I thought it was like...
I thought it was Noric with a C.
No, it is Noric. I'm sorry, I said Norris.
Yeah.
I thought it was the C2, and then I was going for the joke that his first name would be Charles. It'd be Chuck Norris.
I did draw him based on Chuck Norris.
Oh, it's a good thing that we're heading towards the end of the world and 1,000 years of darkness.
We should probably start telling him.
Sorry, my dog got a box of chicken nuggets that had been thrown away out of the trash can and just like pranced into the room carrying it in his mouth. It was just cute. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to being serious Dungeons and Dragons stream.
So, who cast invisibility on her? That was you,
No.
correct?
Yeah, I'd drop it.
We have a woman with us who was playing both sides of a very, very gross coin. What was her name again?
Lady Olivia?
No, I don't think she was a lady, right? Wasn't she like?
She was like a merchant, a
She was
very
like a
Her name
merchant.
was, but I think her name was Olivia Sinatis, right?
This is Olivia Senyanis, the daughter of a very wealthy merchant whose family has been cozying up to some of the most disturbingly evil people I have ever seen in my long life. She's also dating a member of Naya's cult, and herself had converted and was acting as a liaison of sorts with them. Thanks to Althea's abilities as a spy and Aka's quick thinking and strength, and Marcus's also quick thinking and magic, and I did some things as well, we managed to... Oh, what would you say, lads? Would you say that we pinned the two groups against each other to an extent?
We also poisoned like half of the aristocrats in the city, I think.
Yeah. So we did poison a bunch of those aristocrats, having laid the seed in their mind that it was the people of Naya who were trying to betray them at this event.
Yeah, and actually, maybe we should, be upfront. I think we did that because they were having an evil sex orgy. I think we kind of buried the lead a little bit.
Well, I think that's even burying the lead a little bit more as well, because it's not just a sex orgy, it's a sex cannibalism orgy.
It was a cannibalism, murder, torture orgy.
Oh, also the Emperor might be there and might also be poisoned. So.
No. The Emperor was not attending this year.
Oh, but he is part of the group, right?
Yes, he is a part of this one little organization that throws murder orgy.
Yeah,
Torture.
apparently he sometimes goes to those parties.
Norik, who had like been forward with one elbow on his desk, kind of just leans back into his chair. Fuck.
Oh, they also have people ready to go hidden and nestled in with the Family of Light in Javinna. So, they're also in league with the Dalrioths, and they're using the war to split all of our forces in the Empire so that Naya can take over every single country. So it's kind of just like the rest of the world has been playing checkers while Naya has been playing chess. But now I think we're also playing chess because now we're a step ahead. Maybe. I don't know.
We also did a little something. There was this plot that they had to turn the people against this cannibal orgy torture group. The Naya had, yes. And so we told the cannibal torture orgy group about Naya's plan, pretending to be a member of their organization, and then kidnapped this girl, who Althea pretended to be, so that we can continue to pose as her as much as we may so need in order to continue our acts of deception. Is there anything that we missed? I feel like a lot happened, and also I need mental rest, please.
Oh! The meeting with the Rioth soon to re-up on the plans, and they're gonna get him to kill the Emperor and the Shah of Jeshon soon.
Did you make a copy of this list for...
Oh, Yes.
We managed to get as quickly as many names of individuals that were participating.
Oh yeah, I'll take the paper and I'm just gonna start copying as quickly as I can.
Yeah, here's a list of people who were invited, and then here's another list where the people who aren't invited. So I don't know if that's something that matters much, but I'd actually like a copy too, if you don't mind.
Yes, let me just give me like. How long's the list been?
Oof, I mean, each of them have like 60 names.
60 names, that's it?
I mean, each of them have like 60 family names, and then individual names on each of them.
All right,
I feel like
It was originally 60 names, but then you challenged me by saying, is that it?
I feel like Marahim though,
I'll get like 4 copies made.
but I feel like Marahim you could probably shorten that time because I'm sure you've learned to write with your not cut off hand, and you could also use your mage hand to also be writing a separate list while your real hand is writing another.
Okay, so I actually really like that idea, and I'm gonna let that slide. And so, can I write with my mage hand while I?
Make a dexterity check.
Can I make an intelligence check because it's magic?
This is a dexterity check though, because it does move as a regular hand does, and this is a hand that you haven't had for a while, doing a like fine motor skill.
Okay. Hold on. Is this the end of the day?
It is.
I'm probably just gonna use my last. Yeah, that's gonna be. It's just a straight dexterity check.
Yep.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Because I'm
Yeah.
using my last
You
14.
make your mage hand actually writes more beautifully than your normal hand.
Well, it was the dominant hand.
Oh, also, this is a question from me to the DM, because it's only been an hour or two in the game since I've heard it. Althea would definitely remember, but for me, it's been a month, and I wrote quicker than Antonio could manage. What was that referring to?
Oh,
It was-
that was a mention. He was bringing up recruitment of people. The person from the White Mask group was talking about how he can recruit quicker than Antonia.
Was there any indication of where she was recruiting?
Nope.
There's an individual, don't know if it's a man or a woman, but someone named, and did you say Antonio or Antonia?
How'd you write it down?
Well, I wrote down Antonio.
Then it was Antonio.
Okay. The man named, an individual named Antonio is trying to recruit people. Don't know where. Don't know last name. But there's a little bit of, if you meet someone named Antonio trying to get people to do things,
What?
a
Exactly.
lead. So yeah.
All right.
That's what we got. Send out some birds, some feelers.
All right. I will.
Look out
Trying.
for strange men named Antonio.
Right. I will be trying to follow up on a great deal of what you have told me.
One more thing.
Yes.
Two, really. One, the 3 triplets from the blah 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 family were at this event torturing a man. You know them, of course, yes?
No.
You don't know of this family, Nork. They're quite well known. Well, I thought that their names might be useful in case we need to blackmail anyone. Also, here is a list of illegal arms sales that is being done by this organization which the Emperor is a part of.
Right.
And Julius Sextus, that frickin' rat bastard.
Sorry, what was his involvement?
He was there, knew about what was going on.
He wasn't there at this event, so it will be much harder to pin it on him.
No,
But-
he was there. He was the one we talked to in the front room.
Nah, yeah, he was there.
I apologize, I thought you were talking about the Emperor.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was doing all sorts of nasty things, actually. Maybe we should take him out first.
Make a deception check.
Alright.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know, Julius Sextus, he was there. He had a mask on, you might not have recognized him, actually.
No, I recognize. He was in the front room and wasn't allowed in
Yeah.
part of the party where things were terrible.
Yeah, nah, he was allowed, and he said, "Oh, Marcus, I can't wait to get back there and, you know, fuck a dead guy." That's what he said to me.
He did, I heard it.
Yeah, see?
Marahim looks, kind of cocks his head at Marcus. And raises
Anyways,
his brow
real-
to say, like,
real bad bloke.
Morton?
Well, I am sure that he was doing something foul, but I would also suggest that you treat these crimes with the severity that they are due, and not accuse anyone lightly. Now,
No, we're canceling all of them.
now. I apologize for sending you into...
A nightmare? A waking nightmare?
Yes. There was something dangerous and grim that I thought, after a night playing parlor games with the patricians, you all might be up for, feeling rested, but now I doubt that you are interested, so I have an idea for how you can go forward in your next assignment, but if you would like to rest before we discuss it, I understand.
Nah, yeah, I'd like to rest a little bit, but I'm a little worried that we're like the people who were new there, and then a whole bunch of them died and got poisoned, and then we didn't die and get poisoned. So they might actually say, like, "Oh, let's go get Akka and his handsome coach."
That's a very good idea.
Well, also, in all
Good
fairness,
point.
we did make a point. Did we not make a point of leaving in a very obvious fashion?
No, we walked out the wall.
So we did that thing with the prostitute, but I out of character, I'm still concerned. So
Fair enough.
That's a very good point. Why don't...
so it might be good if
Perhaps
we.
we should, maybe just
Your assignment
say
will
this-
be out
this
of...
is a disbanding of our positions, and just to keep the Lion's Hope safe, and we all go.
Marcus is
Well,
not
well.
insane.
I don't think that's necessary. I think you all...
Well, I just want to protect the Lion's Hope.
Well, wouldn't you be putting more of a target on our back if you disbanded and fled? They would be aware that it was you who committed to the act. As of now, our intention.
Exactly, and it'll look like the Lion's Hope doesn't want anything to do with us. So
Well, actually, they don't know that we're part of the Lion's Hope, because when we went to the ring, none of us had our stuff on, for worry that they would recognize who we were, and when we went there, we had coined invitations.
Yeah, nah, but see, Julius Sextus was there, and he knows that we're part of the Lion's Hope, so
That's true.
I take your point. Your next assignment, it will be something outside of the city.
But I love this city.
I am aware, Marahim.
We're not going to have to go out into the countryside, are we?
The northern countryside. Very close to the Shroud, in fact. I'll just tell you now so that
what's
you
the
don't have
Shroud
to
again?
come back and speak with me again tomorrow. I was looking over... Maybe I wasn't. But I believe you gave me the list of locations that Caladrius was making, correct?
Yeah, I gave you a copy.
Yes, one of them, the Lypris mines. I was doing some research, and his family, the Cassus family, they, when his father was about 5 years before his father's death, he bought the Lypris mines. I think even more than Javenna, Caladrius might consider it a safe place to lick his wounds, rest, plan. I was thinking you all should go. The town of Lypris is very safe, very well kept, but the mines have been out of work for quite some time.
I mean, or this. I say, looking down at Marcus.
Yeah. So
Please
so
get
what-
away from that Julius guy you hate.
Yeah. What exactly would we be doing in the mines?
I don't know how much of it would be going in the mines. I mostly want you to go and see if you can find out anything about what Caladrius is planning to do. If there's
it's
a
like
place,
Old-fashioned stakeout.
yes,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've never actually done a stakeout before, Aka, and I haven't
Oh,
gone
it's
to
really
a-
good. You start a fire and you just get as many steaks as you can, and you just eat them all night long, and you wait to see if anything suspicious happens.
that's the old-fashioned way. Yes, this is a new-fashioned stakeout. I apologize.
It's a steakums out.
Does this sound agreeable, or would you rather have a different assignment?
That city, that's the city where the storm giant thing happened, right?
It did mention that it was to the south of the Shroud, but very close to the Shroud Mountains.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan to me.
No, yeah, I've never been inside a mine either. It sounds like fun. All right, so bright and early, everyone.
Yeah.
Do we not have
Yeah.
things that we must accomplish here before we go? I mean,
Well, I suggest you accomplish some drinking yourself into a blackout as to not have horrible dreams. I know that's what I'll be doing after what we saw today.
Yeah, maybe not so early, actually. Maybe like bright and noon.
That's when it's brightest, right?
Oh, wait, are we not going to question this woman ourselves tonight?
I figured our cool, great leader here would
Yeah, not
like to do the way that he does his questioning.
Well,
I mean, maybe you can help him with it. I don't think I want to know any more just yet.
I do. I'll stay with you, Althea, if you would like to question her as well.
I would.
You all right then? I think that maybe I'll go head out and get on that drinking. Eka, do you wanna go?
Yeah.
Lion, don't leave the Lion's Hope tonight. Best to stay out of sight, just in case.
As much as I don't like that idea, I think it actually is pretty wise.
I do have my moments.
There is endless booze down in the calf, so just remember that.
No, yeah. All right, let's go. I'm gonna start walking out,
I'll go with you.
and the kitchen is like right outside of this door, so I think I would go straight to the beer.
Yeah. Okay.
Not sure how much of that you heard, but Akka and Marcus are going to just get wasted so that they can sleep without dreaming. And I think Althea and Mirahim were talking about questioning the prisoner that we brought with the captain.
Okay. Then you all get some drinks. Is there anything that you want to discuss in the mess hall? Just the two of you, not Akka, not Althea and Marahim.
Sure. Here, come. I don't know what we can do to get out of this anymore.
Yeah, all right. I'll admit it. Not the best of my ideas to get stuck into this thing. That was horrible. What we saw earlier.
Yeah. I still can't get those stilts out of my mind.
Oh, I brought them back. We can use those anytime we want.
They might
worry
be
about that.
helpful in the mind to get up to other levels. Hopefully that'll be more fun. Working in a mine, I imagine is terrible, but perhaps just exploring one, that might be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Haven't been that far underground before.
Yeah, it would be nice to get away from, cannibal, rich, nasty, god-worshipping, devil people, warmongers.
Yeah. So it didn't really seem like he wanted to buy into that idea that you had, where we would just leave. What's the plan? How do you think we're gonna get out of this?
Well, I was hoping we'd just earn enough respect from people that they would just let us leave on our own accord.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like that's how it works, though. I think you just have to stay longer if you're respected.
Yeah, it reminds me of what would happen to the good fighters. Every time you showed your worth, they just made sure you got stuck in deeper and deeper.
Right. So here's what I was kind of thinking. See, I've got these papers, and I'm going to take out the papers and I'll put them on the table of the list of names. And, Norik was a member of the, and I'm like whispering now, a member of the Jackals, that group. So maybe if we helped them out, Norik would say like, oh yeah, you can go and help them. And then when we're helping them, we could just not come back.
Who are the Jackals again?
Yeah, they're all right. They're a group who doesn't really like rich people very much. Remember when I was telling you about my dissertation on political economy?
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of like that, except for they actually do things instead of just sit around, like I did. But anyways, I met some nice blokes, and I think that they could use these papers, and maybe they'll talk to Norik for us in exchange for this information.
Okay, I think we should, work towards that.
Maybe we could go ahead and sneak out tonight. Like, I know we told Marahim that we weren't going to, but, fuck that guy.
Do you know where we'll find them tonight?
Yeah, no, Barclay Shelf is where they hang out at, and they probably have like a book club or something. They're always reading books, those types.
Well, now I'm not so sure about this.
Yeah.
Both learning.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I mean, I could just sneak out if you want, and I met Barkley. We're all right.
Akka just kind of takes a look around the drab, exactly the same as always, and
Yeah.
everybody looking the same in their uniforms and stuff, and just says, "No, I'll sneak out with you."
All right. Yeah. There's my Arca. All right. So how about 3 more beers and then we hit the road?
Yeah. Actually, that's a good cover because everybody will think we just went to pee because we've had that many beers.
Yeah. Great. All right. Long
All right.
pee.
The history books, they'll call it the pee that lasted long.
All right, and we return to the office of Commander Norik. But 2 of these people are gone. 2 of these people are gone.
Our personality is so strong, it's like our presence is still there.
Thea,
Yes.
I'm worried. To be candid, Norik, I've not seen Marcus that rattled before. This rattled all of us, but it felt like a victory to me. But he seems very concerned. And do you know what it is between him and Julius Septus?
I've done some research, and yes. Marcus.
Care to share with the class?
All right, well, enough with that tone. Marcus was a academic before he met Akka and joined our order. He was researching some unpopular material with men like Julius Sextus, and was threatened quite a bit.
Threatened how? What kind of research?
Well, people who were doing similar research were being disappeared, jailed, killed. Those were the sort of threats that he was dealing with, and he left his research, and I think that it was a bit rude of me to not tell you all that Julius would be waiting for you in Javenna, but Marcus and Akka are very unmotivated anyway. No reason to give them another reason to consider desertion.
Kind of screwed the pooch on that one with this mission tonight. Sorry. Out of line.
Yes,
Whatever.
you're dismissed, Althea.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I said sorry.
Well, that's well and good. Very polite of you. I'm glad that you were taught manners. You're dismissed.
Alright. No.
Merihim has a face of stone. He is standing up very straight and looking forward at Norik and not looking at Althea.
Okay, never mind. There's anything I can do. Okay. Alright, well. Have fun probing her mind. I leave. I walk out.
Yep. Too much of both of her parents.
Merihim just nods. Silently. So, There is. You obviously heard everything that we went on about, but this seems to be more than a cult or corruption. If we don't do something now to put this in its heels, there's not going to be any stopping Naya. As much as Caladrius is a threat, what can we do to ensure that we don't spread ourselves too thin? Do we have anyone else that we could bring in to aid us in this fight? Any other organizations that might be able to work, if not with us directly, alongside for the same goals?
There are. Do you remember the woman you met very briefly here in my office when you returned from Javenna?
Yes, of course.
She was a member of a organization, and I will tell you the truth of it because I trust you, Merahim. Called the Thorns. They are a order older than us. Have operated in the shadows for a very long time.
Interesting.
I am in communication with them and her specifically quite often. They have been fighting Naya for weeks now. Naya and her people.
What
It's
do they know?
going to be very difficult. Well, she is seeking points of significance in an ancient war between gods. Going after graves of the dead. Long-lost heroes of the humans or her comrades that have fallen. And frankly, the Thorns don't have enough people. We don't have enough people. It's going to be very difficult, Merahim. But I don't want us to save the world from an evil god, hell-bent on bending everyone in the world to her will, just so that in the moment that we sigh, we give a sigh of relief, the world is ended and we are cast into another one. Do you find my meaning?
Of course.
The threat that Caladrius poses, that war between Ursumer and Al-Royalth pose, we don't really have a choice. We have to deal with all of them. But
Well, it sounds like what we need more than anything is more information.
you're right.
I know magics that can help us learn about at least the past of Naya, but it is a pricey form of magic. It requires a lot of delicate inks in order to cast. I can use that to at least try and gain knowledge about that thread that they were trying to seek in the museum. And anything else you can think of.
How much would it cost?
Well, and Merahim kind of starts doing a little bit of math in his head, and then roughly. Wow, that's actually really expensive. Around 450 gold worth of incense and ivory strips.
Well, you
We
could
can-
likely reuse the ivory.
Oh, yes, we can reuse the ivory. Yes, but the incense we will need we will need to burn in order to properly learn. I've done what I could. I've done a fair amount of research, as much as I could find at least, on that thread. So I think that based on that knowledge, I should be able to discover quite a lot more.
Tomorrow morning I'll make sure that 900 gold is slipped beneath your door.
And I'll make sure that I leave you a detailed account of what I find.
Very good.
There is one more thing. In terms of our numbers and the Thorns' numbers, is there no one else that we can trust? No other groups, or just even individuals? What about those rat catchers that helped with the Cobblers Guild and the Death Church?
I have kept an eye on them. If they prove to be trustworthy for a little longer, I will consider telling them more. Bringing them deeper into the fold. They are on our side. I simply want to see if they have good judgment.
Fair enough. Delicate times.
Yes.
Should we... And Merahim gestures over towards the unconscious merchant woman.
Do you have any questions for her?
Primarily, I wanted to learn of anyone else inside. What was the rich person group called?
The Black Narrow Society.
I want to know of anyone else within the Black Narrow Society that is also working with Naya. That may be a part of their double cross.
All right.
Aside from that, I feel like that is the most useful bit of information. I know that Althea upset you, and understandably so. However, it might be useful, given her quite capable skill as a spy, for her to hear this information firsthand. If, that is, we are going to continue using her as a replacement.
Fine. Fetch her, please.
Of course. And I'll use my action to summon my familiar and tie a note around its leg and send it off to find Althea. Who
Alright.
is invisible.
Althea, just outside of the room, you see Merahim's little raven hop.
Pick it up. And I read the note and I immediately walk in. I don't even act like I wasn't waiting outside the door. You cold?
Yes, we're going to do a bit of interrogation.
Okay.
It might be wise for you to listen closely in case you need to replace her, as you did before.
I'm gonna immediately cast Detect Thoughts. Oh wait, that only lasts for a minute, so
He grabs her and jolts her up with touch. She's
as
awake.
soon as she wakes up, I cast it.
What? What the hell? Who are you people? Where am I?
You've made a lot of enemies tonight. Do you know that, Olivia?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, but there is so much that you did. Is that not right? And I look over at Althea.
Oh, yes. You poisoned the Black Narrow Society.
And you betrayed the cult of Naya to the Black Narrow Society, telling them their whole plan.
I did no such thing. And what you see in her surface level thought is basically she is thinking, fuck, shit, fuck, goddammit, what the hell, fuck, what the shit is this? I'm pissed, man.
I'm gonna mask how many faces into her, and I'm gonna copy her voice. Say, oh, but you did. But it obviously sounds so much better because.
I thought that was pretty good.
You see the face of the gentleman she was speaking sweet nothings to.
Oh, yeah.
In her mind.
Wait, oh. Who's Antonio? Oh, sorry. I forgot to talk in my accent.
Antonio is... No, I will not tell you.
I was less waiting for her response and more just what flashes in her head as soon as it happens. As soon as I ask
and
the
most of
question.
what she's thinking is like a bastard, an upstart, a real
Where's-
jerk.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Just like it's just her thinking like negative things about this guy who you don't know.
Where is he?
Why are you curious about him?
Because I have my reasons. Why are you trying to save him? He is a bastard after all, isn't he?
I am loyal to Lady Naya.
Oh, but you already aren't.
See, that is...
Alcibiades. Alcibiades. And
And I'm gonna...
Commander Norik just covers her mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. There is going to be none of that. Not tonight. Understand that as far as anyone in Naya's camp is concerned, you are the one that sold them under the river. And as far as anyone in the Black Narrow Society's camp is concerned, you are the one that brought the snake into their den, that poisoned dozens of them. So, you have a choice to make. Not just for you, but for, I assume, your family, who, let's be honest, has just gained the ire of two very dangerous groups of people. Let me ask, do you have any brothers or sisters? A favorite aunt, perhaps?
I am an only child. And she's thinking, lie. Lie through your fucking teeth. Lie as much. Lie. I can't tell them about any of them.
See, I think that while your family might be disgusting filth for being a member of a Black Narrow Society, I'm sure that you love them. And personally, I have no care whether they live or die. But I'm sure you do. I'll promise you this, I won't raise a hand to any of them. But
She looks down at
Raise two
your
hands.
arm and says, not a lot of good it would do.
no, I suppose not. But for your family's sake, you might want to cooperate with us because they have a very short amount of time before one of the two groups you've enraged decides to punish you.
I move behind Marahim and I hold up, like, I cross my arms but hold up one hand. And I say, it might not be a lot of good if he raises a hand, but me on the other hand. And I I cast Shocking Grasp in my palm and just have all the electricity charge around it. Now that's a different story.
Oh, well, don't count out my hands. And I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp next to her and have a giant stone hand raise out of the floor.
You can torture me, it will not do nothing.
Oh, you misunderstand the circumstance. We have no desire to torture you. All that we would like to do is help you do the one thing we all wish we could do. Save the ones we love from a very painful end. We're just giving you a choice. Would you like our help?
And she spits on your face.
That's a good spit. That's like a 10-foot spit.
Yeah, it's a real loogie.
I want to place my hands one on either arm of the chair and get right in her face. And I'm going to say, your youngest sibling. And I'm going to push real hard into her mind. Because she already said, no, no, no.
Yeah, you see
Right.
a little boy, and she has to make a wisdom saving throw.
I think so. I put the thing in the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
She got an 18.
And that beats my spell save DC.
Damn.
But either way, did I see?
Yeah, you see a little boy, very similar features to her, being walked between a pair of what look like plebeian servants.
I'm gonna shift between each of the people that I saw. Who shall I torture first before you talk? How many have to die before you give us our answers?
Make an intimidation check.
Might not know their names, but their faces speak volumes. Intimidation! Do.
Nice.
I don't know why I rolled with advantage. Oh, I accidentally had it on. But I think I do have something with charisma things, right?
Isn't it like if they find you attractive,
That's
then you can
Persuasion.
I think there was something.
It's persuasion for people who find
Oh,
you
I'm
attractive.
thinking of my deception and performance for my actor.
Does she not get advantage because we're both grunt so hard and being
That is
very intimidating?
No.
Okay.
I mean, okay, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then that's the 19th.
I will answer one question to save my little brother. I will give you no more. Make it a good question.
I'm gonna look at Commander Norick.
You all want to do interrogator, you come up with a question. Or I will, to save us from no one saying anything for a period of time.
I turned around to look at Marahim.
I have a question.
I motion forward.
What other members are playing both sides? And actually, this is really more of a question that is meant to help you. Who can you pin this on?
There is a man named Cristiano. He is equestrian, like my family. and there is a patrician woman. Her name, I have never learned it, but she's always wearing something with peacock feathers. I've only seen her in masks, both with the Black Nero and the followers of Naya.
And
I
if you want us to be able to pin it on them, then you might have to give us more than that.
Cristiano's family, they own half of the vineyards in the south. Cristiano Campazzi.
And this patrician woman, can I still see in her mind or no?
Not really, and it seems like once she realized what you're doing, she is like really focusing on things. Like what you are basically hearing is like blue tiefling forehead, blue tiefling forehead, blue tiefling forehead.
And is she telling us the whole truth?
I mean, she is thinking, give them this. That seems to be how she's kind of phrasing it in her mind.
Well, I mean, more. I'm wanting to see if she's lying. I obviously can't do it from her head anymore.
Make an
But now
insight check.
I'm gonna read her. I'll read her body. This is normal. To do 21.
Okay, she's holding something back. She's holding a whole person back.
Who's the last? Who are you protecting?
There is a member of the Emperor's household guard.
Who works for Naya?
Yes.
Who?
Savonarola Hersham.
Okay, can you spell that?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
That is all that you will get from me.
Very well.
And we're going to take a break. So we'll be back at, let's say, 7:52. The most natural time to return.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, when else would you even come back, you know?
Exactly. Like, that just, nothing else would make sense.
Yeah.
Berkeley! Y'all, I am so sorry that I ran that late. It was crazy.
Use Gucci, man.
I literally, like, got off of work and then ran back home and made one small wrong turn that cost me 5 minutes of driving on a 15-minute drive. And then I got back to my apartment and went to open my door and saw that one of the keys to my new place had fallen off the key ring. And very luckily, the night before, I had left a key, like a spare set of keys with my friends who live around the corner. Because my girlfriend's out of town, so she's not here. I don't have her keys.
Oh my god.
I ran around the corner and I got my keys. And I came back inside and I opened the door, and right there, like, I opened the door and the first thing I see is my key that had fallen off of the key ring and fallen off in my apartment, and not while I was at work.
That
It was
is so lucky.
so lucky. Like, oh my god. But yeah, it was a crazy day. Also, I am sorry to, I'm sorry that we took up so much time there. I just felt like that was an important scene to have. Also, Connor, I do have a little idea while Ben's away.
Yeah.
We should.
I also have an idea.
Hello, I
Ah.
return.
Ah, yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
my fellow with a very Italian surname.
So my idea, Connor,
Okay.
is that you and I, because I also have disguise self. Maybe in like a couple of days, in like the dungeons or whatever, you and I can stage for her a rescue from.
Oh
her
my
death.
god! Great minds think alike.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, I was thinking I can mask many faces into the dude that she's like dating. He'd be
Yep.
like, no, I know, I
Here's-
trust you wholeheartedly.
Here's
Like,
the
I know you
trick.
wouldn't do that.
Here's the trick, because she knows that you can do that. I mask with many faces into you, and she sees you kill, or she sees her lover kill you.
Oh my god, dude.
Because I can cast lightning bolt, so it would look like you because she saw you do shocking grasp.
Oh god.
I'm here.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm back too.
We could really fuck some shit up.
No, I realized that the best thing that these characters are for, like I found the niche with these characters, and it's just like mind games, like fucking people. Like,
Yep. Also, I love that Althea went from, oh man, we gotta protect all these people, to, I'll torture your little brother in 2.5 seconds.
oh, I didn't believe that for a second. If anything, that should have been a deception check, and you could have gotten advantage on it.
I don't know.
You think she would have done it?
They're part of this BNS society. Homeboy's already groomed. Starts at a young age.
Oh, that's fair.
But I don't know. I feel like she probably would have started with the parents.
Yeah.
She would have said that.
Oh, all right, I'll be right back.
Alrighty. You all cool with us kind of speeding through any sort of housekeeping stuff, like buying potions or anything?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Ben, did you see my Facebook messages? I imported all of the elemental character sheets.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on getting those prepped.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Did you see the Circle of Stars new druid thing for Tasha's Cauldron?
No, I mean, I just kind of looked through it when you mentioned it, Connor. I haven't really looked at.
It is
You know,
so
if you did.
cool.
That's a cool idea.
It's like, and you can, instead of using your wild shape to turn into like a beast, you can, there are 3 constellations that you can pick from: the Archer, the Chalice, and the Dragon. And the Dragon gave you something, like, there's, the first time you get it, it gives you just like a small thing. Like the Archer and the Chalice does healing for like 2d6 or something like that, and the Chalice does, or the Archer, you can shoot a bow of light, like while you're in your form, your body becomes starry, and the constellation appears on your body.
That's really cool.
And
Yeah.
you create this like celestial bow that has a light, like a piece of light that's the ammunition, so you
Yeah,
don't
that's
load it,
awesome.
you don't have to like pull it. Really cool. But like the and then at the next level it increases, and I can't remember what the first level for the dragon one was, but the second level of it is you then gain a flying speed. Like you can like summon
Nice.
wings out of your back.
Yeah, that's cool.
So freaking cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's
Very
basically
dramatic.
just D&D Sailor Moon.
Yeah. My friend is about to start a campaign, and I'm gonna do the armored artificer, the armor one, because that seems so freaking cool.
Nice.
The whole ass Power Ranger, man.
Yeah, I don't know why the artificer, and maybe this is just because I have the like dumb D&D guy thing of like I only want swords and magic in my games, but
No, I
like
completely agree. You're
doesn't-
completely right.
Yeah, it doesn't really appeal to me for whatever reason.
Nope. Same thing with the mechanical people.
Oh, you're not a fan of Warforged?
No, I don't like them.
Well, the
I understand those at least because like I would just reskin them as being golems.
Yeah, that I'm fine with, but
Yeah.
them being robots? No way. No, thank you.
well the artificer from Tasha's is like it's all basically magic and swords.
Yeah.
Like your armor is, it's just like a regular armor. You're just enchanting every piece of it. It's really cool.
Huh.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
maybe I'll have to look at it.
Anyway, we're back. Welcome back to the Sunken World Saga. I am, of course, your dungeon master. Me.
And we have magic and swords.
We have magic and swords. Actually, none of you have a sword.
None of us have swords. Yeah.
I have
There's a dagger, not a sword. All right. So
You heard it here first.
I know that two people have one thing that they would like to go and do.
Yeah.
That
Do
will
it.
be a real thing that we will actually have play out.
Yeah, and I mean Ben, I just assumed that they're having a book club meeting at midnight on a, on a Saturday night. I'm more than happy if you want to just like us go there and we don't see anything and we go to sleep. That's fine.
You go there, and they are having a meeting, but you can talk to Barnaby privately.
Okay, great. And it's Barnaby or Barkley?
I need to find my token.
It's definitely Barkley because that's the name of my dog.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so you go and you can talk to Barkley privately. They are having a meeting, but he agrees to step aside, and Akka is there too, because why not have Akka there?
Yeah.
So I'm fetching Akka's token, but you can put yourself in the little room to the left.
Yeah, hi Barkley. It's Marcus from before, and this is my friend Akka. Akka, this is Barkley. He's real nice bloke, really into dialectical materials, that sort of thing. Akka's a great dialectician as well.
That's people that like study like eating different things.
Yeah, see, he's synthesizing a lot right now. Anyways, I got this, and I thought that you might be interested, and maybe we could work out some kind of deal with it in mind, you know? And I take out the papers and I hand it to him. I know that there are a lot of rumors going around of the evil people who run the world having, cannibalistic sex parties, and it turns out it's real. And these are all the people who go there. I don't know, I'm putting a lot out there right now, and you're not really saying much.
Right. No, I'm just looking at the list.
Yeah, those are some nasty fucks.
Black Narrow Society is real.
Yeah, let's see, in fact, we were just there, and don't tell anyone, but we killed a whole lot of them.
Whoa.
You know?
I feel as if someone who's not here just had a big reaction.
I'm not here. I'm reacting. I'm a fan of the scene.
Well, I mean, good job on killing a lot of them.
Yeah, thanks. See, like I said, real good dialecticians. Anyways, we were wondering if maybe, our guy, Commander Norik, I know that he has some sympathies with you and yours, and maybe you could have a talk with him, say that you, needed us to not be Lion's Hope anymore, help out the cause, that sort of thing. Me and Akka here. I understand it might take time. We have some stuff we need to take care of anyways, but, this is kind of a goodwill sort of thing. We're ready to be jackals. I could probably even turn into a jackal if I saw one.
Right.
It's true. He can turn into pretty much anything. Have you ever seen a giant rooster? I mean, a big,
I mean, they're all bigger than me.
curly, feathered one.
Regular ones are bigger than me, so yes, I have seen a giant rooster.
No,
Yeah.
well, I mean, for a rooster, it's giant as compared to a normal rooster.
No, I actually haven't seen them.
Or I should
Oh,
say,
well, you should meet my friend Alan. He's a real great, and he's one too. Yeah, anyways, if we join the Jackals, you can meet Alan, and that's another good reason why we should not be Lion's Hope and be Jackals instead.
Have you brought up the arrangement that we had in mind?
Yeah, no, see, we thought we would come to you, Berkeley, because you seem like a real reasonable bloke. Someone who could convince Norik of our usefulness. Anyways, we just kind of wanted to show initiative. Being Jackals. Eka, give him your best Jackal face.
You don't need to do that. Look, thank you.
Yeah, see, he's a good Jackal.
What
Jackal
I'm most interested in is having a way to ensure that the masses are armed. And if you can ensure that Norik does not act when a few weapons deals are being made, that would be appreciated. I'm sure that he will be interested in intervening, and that will be unnecessary.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so I might have a misunderstanding then. See, I thought Norik was a little, sympathetic to your cause, but it sounds like you're saying that he,
he isn't going to intervene with us. It's simply that what will begin as a normal arms deal, that if Norik is aware of them, which I believe he is, he will be attempting to stop. We have plans to ensure that the weapons do not go to the people they're intended to see, and instead end up in the hands of folk in Javenna. Workers in Javenna.
That all sounds well and good. I guess we've already got some things moving that are gonna help, keep his hands out of your business. First off, we're gonna be heading out of town for a little while, so he won't be able to send us or our friends out to do anything about it. And we've also given him a list such as that, and so he's got a lot of things to deal with on that he's hopefully gonna spread the Lion's Hope a little more thin, and they won't worry about whatever you're doing.
Oh, yeah, did I mention it's the end of the world? Because, that might be, like, the right material conditions for that sort of, revolution that we're going to be a part of as Jackals? You need more men?
That does sound good.
The end of the world sounds good?
No.
Yeah, material conditions. As a dialectician, Eka, you know all about that. You taught me. He taught me all about dialectics.
Yeah, but too much broccoli and the world ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you, boys. You've given me a lot to think about. How about this? Wherever it is you're going, if you see our symbol, you can maybe get a little help, maybe find a way to help us. I would really appreciate a message being sent to Norik that any weapons deals concerning Ryothi farmers be left alone. If you do that...
I mean, if you have a message, then you can just write it down, and we could probably slip it under his door.
I don't want anything in writing.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just head back. We could get another drink in the cafeteria, and then pop into Norik's office, tell him about the Ryothi farmers, and I think we're all on the same page here. Also, just a heads up, I know we're a little drunk right now. Normally we're not like that. And so when we're Jackals, we'll we'll be fine. You don't have to worry about us right now, like how we are.
All right. Well, very good. Now, I have to get back to speaking. I was in an argument.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, well, we'll see you again soon, fellow Jackal. All right, let's go, Eka. Let's deliver that message, get another beer.
By the way,
Yeah.
we are the fangs of the jackal. Not the jackal himself. That's a specific person who will have a specific context in the revolution.
Yeah, all right.
Can you give us a hint as to who that is? Is it Marcus?
We don't know.
I give a big smile when he says that. I bare my fangs.
No, we don't fully know. We have a few ideas.
All right, well, if you do need someone to turn into a jackal, like I said, offers on the table.
And I greatly appreciate the offer. Now, I do need to get back to my argument.
All right. All right. Well, nice to see you again, Barkley. All right.
Good to see you,
Let's
Tim.
go back, Ega.
Thanks, Buckley.
Thank you for killing as many patricians as you could.
Yeah, anytime. Eka, how did you think that went?
I'll be
Oh, yeah.
honest, I'm a little confused at what you're trying to do.
Yeah, don't worry. You know how I got us into the Lion's Hope and it was a whole lot of fun? Well, I'm definitely not doing that again right now.
Well, that's what it really seems like. You're making a lot of promises that sound like exactly what we're stuck in right now.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun.
I'm
So
not trying to make enemies. I just want the fuck out.
these people hate hierarchy. If we just get them into an argument, we could slip out the back. No big deal.
So your plan is we'll infiltrate them, and then
Yes.
we'll distract them with logic, and then just walk out the back door.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, like I said, you're a
Why
great
is-
dialectician.
But why? How does this get us out of Lion's Hope?
Okay,
don't-
and you all return back to the Order of the Lion's Hope
And
as a
bravo. Very quick transition.
who's on first style bit begins. And okay, anything that you all need to just purchase from the old salt mill, the old anything you all need to buy in Lyceray before you begin your trek north to the Lycus mines.
Yeah, I'll try and pick up 2 healing potions.
Okay,
If you can just tell me the price, I'll take it at
Yep.
store value.
you just taking
Yeah,
two regular.
Yep.
Okay, it'll be 60.
I'll
60
get-
gold.
I'll get 2 as well.
Sorry, 60 each.
Okay, so 120.
120. And you get 2 as well, Marcus?
12 platinum, which puts me in.
Is there any IU stone or anything to store spells into around here?
Yeah, you go to the magic shop, the Old Eagle, and you can find a Pearl of Power. It's gonna be very expensive.
How much is it?
Well, let me pull that up.
Ben, while you're pulling that up, we don't have to roleplay it out, but I would go ahead and tell Norik.
Sure, and he seems kind of amenable when you mention... How much do you mention? Do you say Barkley, or do you just talk about some... I was talking to some jackals. The animals, the jackals.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I would refer to them as the jackals.
Okay. Then yeah. You mentioned that, and he seems amenable.
Okay.
It is 4,000 gold for a Pearl of Power.
Yeah, I ain't got that. Ooh, bit pricey. Any fun magic things?
You
Just
see, there is there's an odd sort of it's like a protractor, sort of. It's like a sextant. Sorry.
What does it do? How much is it?
That's 1,000 gold.
What's it do?
Um,
What's it do?
It can give you the exact distance between any 2 points in the world that, you've seen before.
Ugh. Never mind. I'll just walk out.
All right. Well, good luck in the later parts of the Ryothi chapter. He whispers under his breath. Just kidding.
Is that the chapter where we just are spouting off distance in miles?
Yeah, it's the chapter where you're all tied to chairs and you have to say the exact distance between 2 points that you've already seen.
The train leaves Ryothi at 112 miles per hour.
That's what Marahim is for. You know that 20 is at least useful for math.
Yeah, I cast legend lore to say how far are these 2 points from each other.
No, that's just calculus, baby.
I do keep that in mind, though, because sounds like a good, whatever this world's equivalent to Christmas is for Mary.
I'm not going to say he would hate it, because he would love it.
Okay, anything else that you all want to buy?
I don't have anything I want to buy, but can I sell some stuff?
Sure.
Can I sell that longsword, that +1 longsword?
Sure.
And those magic gloves, because literally none of us use. And yeah, none of us use them, because the only person I could think of that could use it has the Cestus, boxing gloves, so.
Okay, yeah, the magic gloves sell for 300 gold.
Okay.
And the +1 longsword sells for exactly 90 gold.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So that's... So, okay, cool. So 390 total. I can finally get these things off of my item list for my 4 strength character to be carrying around. And, yeah, that'll do me.
Okay.
I'm also checking in on Lil Red, and I want to see if that piece of coral that we chopped off of that one monster has grown at all either.
It has not. How close do you hold these 2 minerals to each other?
Not close enough for Lil Red to break it, because it's pretty.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Little Red is slightly larger.
Cool. Ask him if he wants to go on a trip. I see his reaction. If he doesn't, I'll leave him in. Oh, leaving him in the room sounds like a bad idea. I'm gonna bring him anyway. Whatever.
I mean, he just punches lightly on your hand. Not as hard as he possibly can, but he punches.
Take that as a yes, Lil Red. Let's get go. Ooh, can I fasten him? No, fastening him to my necklace sounds like a bad idea too.
You would be strangled.
Trying to figure out where to carry him. I don't want to. I'll just put him in my bag. But I'm gonna clear out a little corner for him. It's gonna have a little bed in it.
All right. And you all decide to head north to the Lypris mines, which, for context, are right here.
Oh, Ben, was it 900 gold that you slipped under my door to do the legend lore stuff?
Oh yeah, you get 900 gold, Marahim.
Cool. I'm not gonna count it. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, I will count it because I have to do math. Fuck. Can we just do that after the session? I don't want to eat up any more time.
900 plus 390.
Yeah, no. I mean, can we do the legend lore stuff? Because I was gonna leave it for Norik, so I figured.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want to eat into the episode.
Sure. Okay. And the Lypris mines are right here, at the sort of meeting point of these 2 mountains. Everybody got it?
Got it.
Okay.
Right. Thou.
And what are we doing up here again?
Investigating Caladrius's whereabouts.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the material we keep finding on his stuff, right? The Lypris?
It was one of the listed places on his thing, and I think there was an element of Lypris somewhere.
Lypris is the town and the name of the mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I'm confusing
powder.
it with something else then.
Limlac powder.
Limlac, that's what I was.
The thing, the Lypris mine used to be the largest producer of Limlac powder.
Oh, okay. I was combining those things then.
Oh, that's the stuff you can use to make fireworks, right?
Nope. I mean, you could, because the thing about Limlac powder is it can function as a stand-in for any components for magic.
Oh.
And it is extremely potent when used for most
Doesn't
spells.
it? Oh, that's a question after stream.
All right,
Yeah, we head that way.
you all are heading north.
And I'm gonna call my Soulbond to ride on.
I also am going to do the same. My hoof Soulbond. Since this is our first time traveling like a distance outside of the city.
Or does it make sense to go by air?
Merahim would
No, come in
Merahim
there.
would shake his head and say, "Not with these storms. They're too unpredictable to be flying in."
Well, actually, Althea can.
Oh, that's true. I do. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could, I could keep things around us in check.
Well, I mean, it's probably best that we go on foot, right? It's part of this traveling there, we might run into Caladriel on the way. If we're up in the air, there's almost no chance of running into anyone.
Oh, well, that's true.
Caladrius.
Check.
That's what I said, Caladrius.
13 insight. With a 13 insight, I don't know. I rolled an insight check on Marcus because something about what you were saying about running into Caladrius just seemed weird to me. What's the vibe there, man?
With a 13.
For me,
Yeah.
I mean, the vibe is he just. You can tell it's just him, a reasoning for him to get us to go. He'd rather go on foot than to fly there.
Okay.
I think that's what you would get with the 13 from what he's thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I already think that even with Althea, it might be more discreet to go by land.
Two
all
votes
right?
for land. How do Marcus and Althea vote?
Yeah, land for sure.
I mean, Althea's just going to be down for whatever.
All right. Who is going to be leading the first few, the first week of travel?
What does that mean, Ben?
I'll lead it, unless you wanted 2 points.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Can you make a survival check? It is going to be, before you roll, it is going to be divided by 4, and that is going to be the number of dice that you get to roll, if you get my meaning. I'll explain deeper if you don't.
I don't.
Okay. Can you make a survival check?
Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay, so I rolled a 13 divided by 4 is 3. So
No, I'm sorry. It's above a 12, so it's going to be 4. It's between 12 and 16, so it's going to be.
Oh, okay.
You roll 4 d10.
4d10. Oh, okay. I didn't let you finish.
What is that for?
Okay.
Right?
You all cover a great amount of ground. It is above a 25, so you actually go a whole square.
Oh, wow. What's
Well,
everybody's
hey,
soul bond, by the way?
So by the end of that week, I realized we've made it a lot further, pretty fast. And I tell Marcus, this is kind of the opposite reason of why I wanted to go on the ground, is so we could go a little slower.
Oh, yeah, so I just like being out in nature. I'm kind of a druid, so when I get to be out here, I
I
kind
love
of
it
get
too.
going, get my constitution up, go for a walk.
Just reel it in, buddy. Just reel it in.
Yeah, all right.
Let's make this last.
Yeah, maybe you could take the next one. You could follow.
I'll try.
We can follow you. All right.
Also, by the way, you guys get to meet his hoof soul bond, which is an ox that he keeps calling dog, and he does not ride ox. He only walks with ox. Actually, there's a few times where he carries ox. I'm sorry, he carries dog the ox.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Named him Oxa.
Look, he's a friend of mine. He's no beast of burden, not anymore.
What's everybody else's hoof soul bond?
Merahim's soul bond is a stag.
Althea's is a zebra.
And
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. Marcus's is a water buffalo named Ernie.
Oh my god,
Ernie.
a water buffalo. That's a hippo, right?
No, it's kind of like an ox.
Oh, okay.
It's like a buffalo.
Yeah,
it's like a buffalo. Yeah.
But what do they call hippos? Something they call them a water. Oh, is it a water? No, water cow's a.
Sea cow is a manatee.
Yeah.
I don't know what a hippo is called. But hey, at the end of Marcus's little tenure as the leader of your group, you do find a really serene-looking pond to camp by.
Oh no.
Oh no. Or there's okay.
All right, this seems like a great place to, set up camp for the night. And Annie, you did a great job. Maybe you could chow down on some of those leaves over there. And I'll start getting off and setting up our camp.
I will
It's like I don't have a tent.
help.
You could have bought a tent. I'm not gonna make a judgment call on your tent purchases.
I'm gonna
I'll say I have a tent.
an eye out while they're setting up the tent to look for anything
Okay.
around.
It's near sunset at this point.
I'm gonna take the time while they're setting up camp. I'm going to, as a ritual, cast Alarm. It takes me about 11 minutes. And a window or an area within a range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. So, I guess... Oh, well, that's a very small amount of space, but... like this area here...
Where was it? Sorry, can you ding that again?
Hold on. I'll make a square. I'm just gonna create a cube
Okay.
that if something crosses it, that isn't.
Sure. But you
yeah.
are you
It'll
like
let-
sitting? Describe the ritual to me.
Oh, what does it require? Let's see. A tiny bell and a piece of fine silver wire.
Ian, one thing with that spell is since it's not concentration, you can like do a line in multiple different areas. It'll take you a lot longer to do it, but like you could set up like a line, like over here and like in over here, and over here. Just like, but it still needs to stay within the parameters, and
Okay.
none of it'll like cancel any of the others out.
Oh, then I would like to spend like an hour just making us a nice perimeter around the lake.
Sure.
If that's cool, Ben.
Yeah, when you get down here and you're setting up to do it.
And I'm going to basically what it looks like. He has this tiny little bell and a piece of fine silver wire, but it's like not a super long one. And he just drags the wire along the ground as he rings the tiny bell and like is muttering vague infernal things. Or I guess not infernal because he's not really infernal. Vague spiritual things.
Sure.
Setting up a nice perimeter.
And you almost don't notice as you are ringing the bell, as your passive perception is lower than the stealth check.
Oh no.
A thin, but I mean proportionally thin, but a very, very large snake-like head, almost the size of an alligator, lift up out of the water. Its fangs drip with a toxic ooze as water drips off of the side of its head. The water, disturbed by its head rising, you see then next to it a second head, then a third,
Oh my
then a
god.
fourth, and then a fifth. As a hydra has risen from the deep.
I accidentally deleted my character.
All right, well, that's Merihim dies. All right. Start rolling a character in. I realize sometimes when I'm speaking very quickly, I mispronounce your name, and I'm very sorry. It's my accent.
Oh, so I was here.
It's Caladrius. Thank you very much.
I think you were actually here.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's gonna take a little attack on you, a little surprise attack. Can you believe it? Also, I'm using my huge dice. I bought this really big dice a few years ago, and now I've decided that for anybody bigger than a medium-sized thing, I'm gonna be using it.
Nice.
Okay, it is a 15 to hit.
So I have a question here, Ben, because I feel like Merihim would cast Mage Armor on himself at the beginning of every day
Sure.
because we're traveling. Would that be something I can have up, or what's your judgment? Because that does change the effect of this hit.
Yeah, I mean, I think mage armor, sure.
Okay, yeah, because that just is something he would have. So it's 15 plus 3 is 16. So that does miss by 1.
Okay. Well, that was the first head that came up out of the water.
Yeah, I figured.
Second one. The second one is a 26.
So that one will hit.
Okay. You will take 15 points of piercing damage. Its massive jaws just sort of reach out and just like with like snake-like speed just basically grabs you, and it doesn't pierce you super deep, but it does like drag its teeth across the skin that it breaks.
Okay.
Doing a fair amount of damage. Third head. Third head, it is only a 12, so that'll miss.
Yes.
Fourth head, that is a 25.
That'll hit.
You take 8 points of piercing damage, as this one does basically the same sort of scraping maneuver. And now the final head, this one is a dirty 20.
I'm gonna shield that.
Okay. Yeah, you cast shield.
Last hit. So, yeah, that one will hit. Or miss. Sorry, not hit.
Okay.
So at the last second, as this last head comes up, Merihim throws out his hand, and that spider, that like midnight blue spider web, engulfs him and protects him from the final blow.
Sure, okay. And everybody, please roll initiative. I really love stuff coming up out of water, because it's a very real...
Yeah, that's kind of your thing, I've noticed.
It's a
Like,
very
It's pretty dramatic.
It's a
water
very
around.
real fear of mine. Like, I love swimming, but I hate
my
swimming
God.
in any natural spot because I am so terrified of something being beneath me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's all those urban legends of like people buying like baby alligators or like anacondas, and then they get too big, and so they just let them out in the wild. And next thing you know, the pond out behind your house has a hydra in it.
Yep. Well, because it's like a rat king, but for snakes.
Aaron, you get to re-roll that, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it because it feels like I'm inside of a tent right now.
We rolled.
Wait. You already got inside the tent? It hasn't even been 11 minutes.
No, I'm setting
It's
it
a
up.
small tent
Also,
for him.
I'm old, so I need my nap.
All right, can everybody please read their rolls out loud for, believability?
Althea got an 8.
Merihim got a 9.
Akka got a 5.
And Marcus got a 3 with a natural
Just because when this is turned into a podcast so that there is actually some level of engagement.
one. Yeah.
Just so that then it does sound like we're still playing Dungeons and Dragons instead of just a guided fantastical improv. And okay, so first up, I apologize I regret to tell you all that it is the Hydra, who is going to crunch up and just sort of crunches through this tree. Just kind of topples it over. This tree, it's now leaves. And it is going to come here, and it is going to bite twice at Merahim and 3 times at Akka.
Oh God.
So first up, the 2 on Merahim. 1 is a natural 1, so it will bite one of its own heads. But
Nice.
The other one is a 26.
So that one will hit.
Yep. Okay, you take... you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Minimum damage for the Hydra. And it is dripping with poison, and it has attacked you earlier, so I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, that is a failure, so you are going to take 1d8 of poison damage at the start of your next turn. It's only one turn.
Cool. I am resistant to poison.
Okay, so you'll take half of that.
Perfect.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Could have been worse. Also, I need to run.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Yep. And it bites itself for 13 damage.
Well, it hurt itself more than it hurt me, and I'm not mad about it.
Well, part of its teeth was going into what should have been an arm, but was nothing.
And then it's 3 attacks on Akka.
All right, here it comes.
First attack is a 12.
That misses.
Head just snaps and it hits where you aren't. Second one, a 12 again.
Miss.
Last one, though, is a 27.
That'll hit.
Okay, maximum damage, 15 piercing damage.
Oh God.
Okay, and that is this Hydra's turn. And it just goes... and kind of like flicks its tongue with 2 of those heads, like the 2 furthest back heads. Okay, next up, it is something in the water's turn.
Oh my god, there's more things,
Oh
Ben.
my
You're like,
God,
you guys are
Ben.
Hydra, there's more things to fight.
Oh, there's gotta be a second Hydra.
Oh.
They're reptiles. They can't
it
live
wouldn't be
far
s-
away from where they breed.
Also, it wouldn't be Sunken World Saga if there wasn't 18 initiatives that we have to balance.
Yeah, come on. He's gonna walk over to this nice little tent. It's like
Man, I just bought this tent.
it's like a dish. It's like a dish in a French restaurant. It's got a little covering on it. So Marcus, you have heard Merahim and Akka grunt in pain. You're kind of laying down. Are you laying down?
I was imagining I was still setting up the tent, but yeah, maybe I just finished hammering in the last stake, and I went in, just getting ready to like close my eyes.
The first attack is just gonna tear the tent away.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that it's like literally on your last like mallet strike to hammer in the pin.
Yeah.
The tent just flies away. You're just on your hands and knees, like what the fuck?
And when
Hologram
it tears it
music
away,
that's
Marcus, right in front of your face, there is one of the snake heads.
Oh, hello.
And then it just goes and tries to bite you.
Oh, hello.
Okay, it is a 14.
Doesn't hit.
All right, second one. Well, third one. That one is an 11.
Doesn't hit.
Last one, fourth one, another 14.
Doesn't hit.
And the final head, it's an 18.
That hits.
Okay. I mean,
That's
see,
some
there's
fancy
2
feet there.
Hydras, but how often are they going to hit you? It does 15 damage, though.
Oof. Okay.
All right. And there we go. There's the Hydra round, and now it's the party block. You all have so much time to do stuff yourself. First up, it's Merahim's turn.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, first, it's Merahim's turn.
You can hold your action, or like you can drop your turn a little bit later.
No, that tree's already destroyed, right?
Yeah. No, Marcus, that is the second turn that you take damage, and every subsequent turn that you take damage from them.
Okay.
Okay.
The tree is destroyed. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I think Merihim is just so shocked that he casts Wall of Stone between. It makes. Here, I'll post it. It's composed of 10 by 10 foot panels. So, like, let me do the math here on that. So I got 10 panels. So 5. So this guy is 10, 20. 10 by 10.
Okay, and I should clarify before you cast this, in fairness.
Yeah.
The body of this thing is 15 feet high, and then the snake heads are each like 10 feet long.
Oh, then never mind. I did not realize
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry. He is huge.
Yeah,
she is
okay.
huge as well.
If he's able to just go nom nom over the wall,
I'm sorry.
it's not
That's
helpful for me. In that case, I will go ahead and Misty Step away.
smart.
We-
For reasons that will become clear the first time somebody leaves.
That's 60 feet, right? Or 30 feet?
That's 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, 30 feet. I feel like Merihim would go to rock because that's kind of Merihim's favored terrain. So Merihim's going to go teleport on top of this rock. And then
Merihim loves
cast.
the rock.
I think Chill Hand is decent. Yeah. I'll cast Chill Hand on the one that bit me.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 is its armor class.
Okay, so 9 necrotic damage. And it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. So this, like, my mage hand, kind of just turns into like a skeleton hand and then just smacks one of them across the face.
All right, you've given me something complicated to make a ruling on.
Oh.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
No, I mean just not at the moment. But if things happen a certain way, I will have to do something. Which I'm
Oh.
not. It's just gonna be complicated.
I mean, if it's just flavor text, it doesn't have to be his mage hand. It can be another spectral hand.
No. That's not that's the part that's fine. That part was cool.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a rule thing. Okay, is that your turn?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
Oh. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, so it can't gain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay, that's your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Then next up, it is Althea's turn.
All right. Althea is going to move forward to up here. And I'm going to cast. So it's 10 feet of movement.
Oh, that's loud.
I'm going to cast Storm Sphere. And that is going to be a 20-foot radius sphere. Let me get my tool out. Now I'm going to center that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Do it there. Whoops. Hold on. Oh man, I know there's a way to hold shift. Oh, Alt for circles. Okay. Right. Oh, that is not where I meant to be. I think that's 4x4, right? Yeah.
It's 20 by 20.
Oh, it's 20. Oh, a 20
It's a
foot
20-foot
radius.
radius, so it's actually a 60-foot diameter, so it's a 60 by 60 sphere.
Oh,
No, it's 40 foot diameter.
Or 40, sorry, yeah.
yeah. So.
But Potts and I are drawing it up for you if you want to just put it around.
Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the wrong button, and I'm creating all these like random shapes.
All right.
Right there.
There we go.
All right. And so first, since when it came up, they need to make strength saving throws.
there's two of them.
All right. The first one, he gets a 16.
That just saves.
Okay. Second one gets a 21.
That also saves. But do they? No. Okay. So they don't take anything on that. However, until the spell ends, you can use your bonus action on each of your turns to. I can make one of them. I can hit one of them with a lightning attack, but it's a ranged spell attack, which gets a +8. I'm just gonna do that. So it's a 16. Yeah, that hits. Does that
16
hit?
hits. Yeah.
Oh, it does. All right, cool.
Which one are you hitting?
I guess I'll go for whichever one was already hit. I don't know which
Okay.
one that was.
That's this one.
Yeah. And so that is going to be 4d6 lightning damage. I'm also. Both of them are going to take 3 points of lightning damage as well because of my Heart of the Storm ability, which I did not realize I had until today. And anytime I deal lightning damage within 10 feet of me, I can dole out 3 points of lightning.
Okay.
Any creature within 10 feet if I cast a spell that does lightning of 3rd level or 1st level or higher.
Yeah. The bolt of lightning that hits this Hydra hits it on its neck, and one of its heads just gets popped off.
And then I'm going to also use my... Oh no, it's my bonus action to use my stuff to fly back, isn't it? Shirt muffins. That changes things. Well, guess I gotta stay here because I don't know how far away they can hit. Oops. Well, should have thought of that first. Well, that's my turn. I don't think I can do anything else because I used my action and my bonus action.
Okay. Akka, your turn.
All right. What action economy or time does it take for me to equip the cestas?
I mean, it would be a bonus action if you didn't have them on.
Okay. So I'll use my bonus action to put those on. And I think I'm just going to try and wail on this first one real quick. So I'm just going to start pounding on it. So let's say I'm going to initiate the lightning on them as I shove my fists down into the cestas. So we'll do lightning damage.
Sure.
It's 19 for the first, and I think I only have 2 attacks. Yeah. Okay. So that's 1, and the second one is a 21.
That hits.
All right. Let's roll their damage. It's good. 11 bludgeoning and 4 lightning.
Okay. It's 15.
And that's this one, by the way, the one I'm next to.
Yep. Yeah, you actually tear through another one of its heads.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like to imagine that, like, I managed to, like, punch my fist, like, through its flesh, and then just, like, you could see, like, sparks shoot out of its mouth.
Okay, I just realized, I'm very sorry. It has all 5 of its heads.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I misread a part of the rules.
Okay, well, I can still do that. I punched it in the neck, and you can see, like, lightning gap between its teeth and its mouth as the lightning shoots up its neck. And then I hit it with the left hand for 8 bludgeoning and 3 lightning.
Okay. And that does pop off one of its heads. Because you did a total of, what is that, 19, 23, 26, yeah.
And what's it like inside of this circle that Althea made?
So it's a storm sphere, so it's like a big ball of storm.
So it's just like wind and water and stuff?
Yeah, and if you end your turn in it, you have to make a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
I just was wondering if this is something that Akko would be like, oh yeah, I'll walk right into that. But I don't think he will. So I think I'm gonna stay where I am and end my turn.
Oh, we're also. I think since we're within 20 feet of it, I think we're all deaf. Oh, and it's difficult terrain, so yeah. Yeah, within 30 feet of the sphere, have disadvantage on perception checks made to listen. So we're not deaf, it's just really hard to hear because there's a bunch of wind blowing.
Oh man, these leaves must be going nuts.
They are, and they're moving reactively.
That's my turn, by the way.
Okay, Marcus, it's your turn.
Great. So I'll say, hey, Eka, look what I can do now. And I'm going to turn into a earth elemental. No, a water elemental.
Okay, yeah, you do, and I have that token ready to go in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, so you can just make Marcus large for now. You don't have to worry about it for this session.
I think you can make yourself large.
I wasn't able to.
Oh no, you can't. You're right. Sorry.
And did you give me control of the water elemental, Ben, or no?
I will, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm getting to it.
Well, I can go ahead and roll.
It's an Ella, Marcus.
So it's 12 to hit for my first slam. They have multi-attack. And 26 to hit for my second.
Okay, yeah, both of those will... Well, sorry, the 26 will hit, the 12 doesn't.
Okay. And that does 15 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm just attacking the one in front of me.
Okay, yeah, nice.
And I have this, like, it's a fairly humanoid form, I would say, so... but I kind of have long, like, gorilla-like arms that reach all the way to the ground. And that's, like, the way that he walks is, like, on his front arms as well, like his fists.
You're like a troll.
Yeah, and there's, like, constantly, like, dirt and sand that's pouring off of my craggy back.
Is that all the dirt that you just have accumulated over your life?
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna finally be
Wait,
clean.
are you an earth elemental or a water elemental?
Oh, you're right. I was still thinking earth elemental. I am a water elemental, so I'm not like that at all.
Are you like a wacky arm flailing
Literally
inflatable
saying
tube
that
man?
being in water elemental was bathing
Oh,
Marcus.
Yeah. No, yeah. So as a water elemental, I'm just a like a cyclone of water, I think. So.
All right, nice.
Oh, nice.
Is that your turn?
That cyclone of water has eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. So the first Hydra is going to take all 5 of his attacks on Althea.
Yay!
First
Does it have
attack.
to move or does it have range?
No, they
Like
can
reach?
move. All of his heads have,
Reach.
10 feet of movement.
Dang.
21 for the first attack.
Yeah, that'll hit.
25 for the second attack.
Ooh, yeah, that'll also hit.
Well, 10 for the
That one will miss.
third attack, and for the fourth attack, that is a natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so first attack is a 11 piercing damage. And the second one that hit is a 13 piercing damage. And then the critical... Ooh. You take 20 points of piercing damage. And can you make 3 concentration checks?
I am bloodied. Oh my gosh. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. It's
Yay.
impossible to do Constitution to break concentration unless you have spellcasters. That's the thing that I have learned from this game.
What's that?
It's impossible to have concentration get broken with anything that attacks physically. because it's most of the danger of things that attack physically is the fact that they attack multiple times, and so it's I'm going to do 12 damage to you 3 times.
Yeah, you only have to beat 10 every time.
Yeah, and if that was gathered, it would be great. But instead, spells just fuck up all the stuff that I have.
Oh wait, do I have? No.
Ben, do you want to play a campaign without magic? I feel like you always get mad about magic.
No, it's just the fact that concentration is a bad mechanic, and it should be something different.
Fair.
I agree. It's always frustrating no matter what. Even if it's even if you're winning, it's frustrating.
Little wispy little magic people shouldn't be able to take getting bit by 3 snakeheads. It should be accumulated damage in a turn. Even that I would be okay with. But I'm not going to change the rule, because then everybody who uses spells would be worse. Alright, the other one is going to move right here and is going to bite Akka 3 times and the water elemental twice.
Oh, the other one needs to make a strength saving throw if it ended its turn.
Oh, wait. Oh, by the way, when this one ends its turn, he gains back a head. Oh, wait, sorry. He gains back 2
It never
heads.
lost a head.
Huh?
You said it never lost a head.
No, it did. It lost a head because you did over 25 damage in a single turn.
Wait, can he not gain HP?
He doesn't get his health back.
Oh, but there is another head.
Yep.
Okay.
So he has... Nope, he has 6 heads now. Six heads on this Hydra boy. Okay, and this one that moved in... Oh, he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yep.
It's a 19.
That saves.
Okay. Then the other one moves in and is going to attack Akka twice and mark as 1. First attack on Akka is a 14.
Miss.
Second one is a 23.
That'll hit.
Okay, that is 15 piercing damage. And
Again?
Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure. It's an 8.
Okay, you will take 1d8 damage at the start of your next turn. Poison damage.
I'm immune to poison.
Oh.
Level 10 monk, baby.
All right. Well, then you're fine. There's a lot of stuff that gets immunity to poison, too. All right. Then his 3 attacks on you, Marcus. Water elemental Marcus. 19.
Hits.
14.
Hits.
And 13.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so 2 rounds of damage. 9 piercing. 15 piercing.
15 total?
9 damage and then 15, so
Oh, okay.
24.
I see.
Okay, and now we're back to the player block. Marahim, I'm going to roll a d8 and you're going to have it. I rolled an 8. You take 4 points of poison damage.
Okay, I can deal with that.
And it is your turn, mon frère.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Do I notice that the damage that the head didn't seem to like that it didn't heal? Is that something I would have picked up on, or no?
I think you notice that it doesn't look like it is more vital. So
Like it didn't stop bleeding out. Like it's still.
it is
gory?
still bleeding. It's not bloodied, but it is still bleeding.
Okay.
And really quickly, I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I really have to pee. Please have some witty fight banter.
Are you all right?
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
No.
Did you say something?
Are you all right?
Oh man, I wish Ben brought his microphone into the bathroom because then he could flush the toilet for us and hear what this storm sounds like.
I think he said the sky has light.
Wait. Aaron, I know how it works in Australia, but in New Zealand, does a water elemental cyclone spin the other
Yeah,
direction?
it's been the opposite way. Yeah, that's right. That was a good joke.
Yeah, guys, what should I do? Like actually though, I am.
What do you
I'm
mean?
thinking a haste might be in order.
Yeah.
maybe. But I don't know if I'm still poisoned, so I might give it another round of me not being near combat before I do something like that.
Do any of us know anything about hydras? I feel like if anyone does, Marion would.
Yeah, I mean, I can make like I don't know, Ben might let me make like a nature check or something, or maybe Marcus.
Yeah, I might be able to make a nature
Okay,
check.
I'm back. What are you trying to figure out?
If we know anything about like hydra's weaknesses.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
With disadvantage, because you're terrified. Because... You're not terrified, but make it with disadvantage, because you are in the heat of the moment.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you know that they don't like fire.
Oh. I scream as loud as I can. They don't like fire!
I think he said this. We need a funeral
Oh
pyre.
yeah, hey, all of you make a perception check. You have to beat a 16.
At disadvantage because of the.
Disadvantage, yeah. Gotta beat a 16.
11.
What are you
8.
doing?
Marcus, you do keep. Is that with your
Yep.
Marcus's wisdom?
Yep.
Dang.
Okay.
None of us hear that.
Yep. Okay,
Okay,
I have
well,
to stop my fucking dog from tearing up my couch. I'll be right back.
I think he said we need to watch The Wire.
I think he
build
was
a
asking
fire
if
yet,
this
right?
water elemental is called a dire water elemental.
Did we build a fire yet?
Probably not.
No, I went to setting up tents first.
And Akka was thinking of going straight to jumping in the pond. It's a good thing he didn't get there.
Okay. Alright. Marahim, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move off the rock, because I think that ultimately was a bad decision.
Okay. It is 15 feet to get down.
Okay, 15 feet to get down, and then I have 3 more movement. Move 1, 2, 3, and then, yeah, they didn't hear me, and we didn't build a fire, right, Ben?
Not yet.
Yeah, well, I don't have fire spells because I made a very distinct choice with this tiefling, so...
Too bad
I'm
I
gonna
chose
do-
electricity.
Don't you have that staff?
Yeah, but it's still
And your
I would
new
have
best
to use
friend.
a higher spell in order for it to work.
Okay.
Or I would just have to cast a spell. Okay. Yeah. Marahim takes out the staff. And he says to it, "How would you like to burn Hydra?"
Staff's humming.
I'll need your help. And he's gonna cast Chill Touch on this guy, which I don't know why you can't see it, but it's not clicking for me. The one that's already been damaged. He's gonna cast Chill Touch, and can he let the staff do its thing?
Do you have the description of the staff written down?
I don't know if I ever got it, honestly. I have redstone stuff. Oh yes, I do. Allows you to add half damage to damage or healing. Fire spirit in the staff has a percentage chance that you will be taken over by the fire spirit. Any fire spell you cast has advantage.
Yep.
From Zedjan. There was a time when you people were guided by things older than you or
Okay,
me.
that's
They
you.
wouldn't-
I just needed the rules to say.
Okay, sorry. I was just reading what I wrote, what I had written down.
It doesn't do any extra. It doesn't like become fire. I do need
Okay.
you to roll the attack,
My
and then
attack.
we'll say what happens.
20 to hit, 9 necrotic.
Okay, yeah, 20 hits. It's 9 necrotic damage. Can you roll a?
Percentile dice?
Yes, please.
14.
Okay. You all don't see it. But Marahim's eyes begin to glow a bright red. And Marahim, your hair is now on fire.
Okay.
And there is a gray, ash-colored aura emanating from you. And we'll talk more about it on your next turn, because your turn just ended, bucko.
Sounds good.
Because the staff is uninterested in any bonus actions that you can take.
I don't have anything besides Misty Step anyway.
All right, Althea, it's your turn.
Well, as my seems like that. Let's step. Yeah, I'm gonna step here, and oh man, actually, oh, I did this on the last game too. I'm sorry. I've been thinking about what I was gonna do this whole time.
Oh, wait, did you move?
I'm not out of their range, right? They have a range of like 10 feet.
Okay, I was just checking.
I haven't moved yet. I'm debating on something. I'm getting to the same spot I was. I'm debating on casting Thunderstep, but I don't know who I'd take with me, so that sounds like a bad idea. I am going to cast. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to use my meta magic and hasten casting Armor of Agathis on myself at the 3rd level. And that gives me how many temporary HP again?
15.
15? Alrighty, dope skis. And I'm also going to use my Tempestuous Magic. Oh. No, again, that's... Yeah, I need to do it. I need to get away. Move 10 feet back. Don't provoke attacks of opportunity. And... Yeah, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15... How much movement do I have again? 30? So technically I'm at 20, 25, 30. Yep, I'm gonna get back here, and I am I'm covered in ice, and that is my turn.
Okay, your turn.
Oh wait, no, because I hastened that to do that as a, oh wait, but I used my, never mind, yeah. Nope, that's me.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, quick question. Enlarging myself with these Cestas of Revolt, is that a bonus action?
It's bonus action, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm not going to do that. I am going to. Sorry to make you do that, but no, I'm not enlarging myself. I am going to just unleash on this thing. So that's an 18 and a 16 to hit.
Okay, both will hit.
Alright, so that's 10 bludgeoning and 3 lightning damage. This is the one on top, by the way. And since it's in that storm with like all the water and stuff, does lightning have any different effect on it?
Sure. Roll another D4 or D6 for the lightning damage.
Okay. So that's an extra 4 on top of that. Okay, so that's the first hit. The second hit is going to be 11 bludgeoning. Wait, you said another D4 or D6? I'm sorry.
D6. Another D6.
Okay. And 7 lightning total. As this time I just take like right near the base of its chest, but where one of its necks start, I just take both my fists and just like slam it on both sides so that I like pinch its neck with both of my fists and shoot lightning down its body. And I am going to.
Well, with the second
use-
attack, you tear off one of its heads. It's down to 5.
Oh dang. I did not enlarge myself. I don't know if you heard me.
Sorry, my bad.
But I'm going to use my bonus action to Flurry of Blows. So I'm gonna make 2 more unarmed strikes with these Cesta, or I guess it can't be with them. So just regular unarmed strikes. Ooh, that's a natural 1.
Okay, that one misses. 17
And
hits.
the next one is a 17. 17 what?
17 hits.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I'll hit him with that one.
Ooh.
So that was 1 key point. So that's going to be 11 bludgeoning from one of my hits there. And I think I'm going to...
I need to calculate how much damage you've done.
That's 22... 32... Plus 7, 39,
Okay.
plus 7.
It's not 50.
Okay, did that. And,
Anything else?
yeah.
Yes?
I'm gonna use 1 key on that last bonus attack to do a stunning strike.
Okay.
Make
a con
a
save.
Constitution saving throw. The DC is 3 plus 4, 7 plus 8 is 15.
Okay, it does not succeed. It is stunned.
Okay. So after I pinch it and end up like breaking off one of its head, I just like assume maybe it has snake testicles, and I just kick it as low as I can with my foot as hard as I can, and manage to at least hit its cloaca and stun it.
This is the male one, so yes, you do hit something.
Okay, and that's my turn.
All right, Marcus. Watericus.
So with water form, I can enter hostile creature space and stop there. I can move through space that's as near as 1 inch. For flavor, I'm going to say that I'm currently swirling around as this like water tornado, and I'm gonna pull myself into a more solid like stream that isn't moving, and I'm gonna let myself get sucked up into the storm and then fall on top of the water elemental here, or not the Hydra here. And like I said, that's just for flavor. But and then I'm gonna do my multi attack. So that's 2 slams. So that's a 20 to hit. I don't have disadvantage. And a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that's 14 and 19 points of damage.
That was at the one up top, right?
Yeah, that's the one I'm on. Yeah, that I'm on top of. And I think that when I fall down, I overwhelm the heads, and I'm like knocking the heads against each other as I like drip beneath it. And so anyways, that's a total of 23 points of damage. And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to end underneath of the body of this Hydra.
Sure. Yeah, you also, when you slam it, it seems like it had some wounds from some of the lightning that had like cut through it, and you take off another one of its heads. It's down to 4.
Nice. So I don't know how this will work in terms of cover, Ben, but I'd like to be under it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
And now it is Hydra turn. He is stunned, but you do watch as 4 new heads just tear up out of it. But then as soon as they get to their full length, and you can see they have kind of like molting snake skin sort of tearing off, they just stop in place. And so it now has 8 heads. The other one is going to go now.
Oh,
Doesn't it have to make
Oh.
a strength? It has to make a strength saving throw then.
Oh, that's right.
Is it
It
bad?
It
is.
should be a disadvantage since it's stunned.
It's a. Okay, I'll make it a disadvantage. It's a 10.
All right, what does it do?
Oh,
Althea?
2d6. Sorry, I forgot that was for me.
And do I have to make one as well, Ben? How are you going to rule that?
Oh, yeah,
since
you
I'm,
do,
Under... even though I'm underneath of it?
Yeah, you're in the sphere.
So it takes 9.
All right.
The sphere. I don't believe the spell had any language that said that it cannot hurt your allies.
Yeah, it didn't.
Well, I figured that it's a storm, so it had to be coming from above, but that's okay.
That's a fair point. You'll take half damage since you're beneath it, so it's the same as a success. So you take 5 points of lightning damage.
Okay. And
Oh, no,
I...
it's not lightning. It's just force.
You take 5 points of
Bludgeoning?
force damage.
No, sorry. Yeah, bludgeoning. Sorry.
Bludgeoning.
Okay, and that's halved because it's
Oh.
bludgeoning damage.
All right, so you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
You fool. Put yourself in harm's way like that.
You have an attack of opportunity on this one, Marcus.
And I'm going to take it. 13 to hit.
Okay. 13 misses.
Oh, also, this counted as difficult terrain
Okay.
for however many spaces it needed to get out of it.
It's gonna come over
taking
here and it's gonna attack you.
No.
I hit it for 8 bludgeoning and 2 lightning as it ran past me.
Okay.
Throw in a key point for stunning strike.
I don't think you can do that on a reaction, can you?
I don't think you. I don't know.
No, actually, I think you can, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Thank you for not saying I'm a monk. I can just do sentinel
Yeah.
whenever I fucking want.
It literally says when you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack.
Oh, well.
That's how you get to choose to use it.
All right. First attack on you, Althea, is a 27.
Yeah, that hits, but it also takes 15 points of cold damage.
Okay. Second one is a 24.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, roll damage for the first one. Because it'll take 15 points of cold damage every single time that I have these temporary hit points.
Okay. It was 11.
So the second one hits, but it will also
Does it
take
take
another
15 both times?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It takes the max amount of damage every time it hits, as long as you have it.
Okay. Then one of its heads pops off, but it's the one that attacked you first. As it goes down to, what is this going to be? 1... 14. Okay. Second attack, though, does 15 points of damage.
All right. Oh, so then 5 down there, and then take 10 away from here.
Okay. And he takes the other 15 at that point.
Yep.
First head pops off. He's down to 4. Last 3 attacks. Is it 10 for the third?
Misses.
A 16 for the fourth.
Shield.
Okay. And for the last one, natural 20.
God, why do they keep nat 20ing me?
They've had 2. You take 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
And can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Come on, Constitution. Please, please, please. Oh, I have it set to disadvantage. Not gonna do that. Oh my god.
Okay, so you'll take 1d8 of poison damage at the start of your next turn. Marahim, it's your turn.
Thank God, because I need to make another Constitution.
But Marahim, guess what? It's not your turn.
Oh, I'm aware.
Wait, no, I need to make. How many times did it hit me? Twice? So I need to
Oh
make
yeah,
2.
it did hit you 3 times actually.
3 times.
Oh yeah, so 17.
Save,
20.
save,
14.
save.
Dope.
In fairness, sorcerers are designed to be really good at concentration checks.
Yeah, I'm proficient.
Sure.
Nice.
All right, so Marahim, it's your turn, but it's not your turn. I need you to make, with your spellcasting ability, with your spell attack modifier, I need you to make 5 attacks.
Okay. Anything in particular that I am rolling? Can I just roll?
D20 plus your spell attack modifier.
Okay, so that's a +9. So I'm just gonna roll Chill Hand 5 times, and we'll just use those rolls, and you tell me what happens.
Okay.
First one was a 28.
Yep.
Second one's an 18.
Yep.
Third one's an 18.
Yep.
Fourth one is an 11. And the last one's a 19.
Jeez, dude.
Hoping that those 5 attacks were almost all targeted at the Hydra.
4 of them were.
Okay.
So, you, not in control of your own body, you start to move. And you just lift the staff, and it glows and glows, and then in front of it, there are suddenly 5 massive arrowheads of fire. And 4 of them do fly towards this Hydra. But one of them just seems to misfire and sort of rolls through the air and hits Akka square in the back. I need you to roll. Just roll 10d6 fire damage, and the last 2 will be the ones that hit Akka. The last 2d6. So roll the 2d6, and then I'll check the damage dice, if you get my meaning.
I'm going to roll 5d6 there. Are you kidding me? 5d6.
Okay, so Akka, you take 5 points of fire damage. And this big boy takes 15. But because it is fire damage, that is double.
Wait, what?
Wait, 15? 25.
Shouldn't be 25.
You're right. Sorry, 25, which is then doubled. So he takes. God fucking damn it! Why did I write
50.
that down before you all corrected me? It's 114. That was what it was.
Not anymore. He did 50 damage to him.
For the correction. And 2 more of its heads pop off. It only has 3 heads. And now you have control of your body again.
So that was my action, I assume, right?
No, that was your whole turn. I apologize.
Okay.
So you don't have control of it.
You have control of your body in 6 seconds. No, you know what? You have a bonus action. He didn't do supernova. I did not roll the best number, so you have a bonus action.
No, don't have anything I can do with it. So
Okay, then it is Althea. It's your turn.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Knowing that I'm in a very precarious situation, I'm going to. Was that a bonus action? Sorry. No, it's one action. I'm going to hasten with my meta magic. Thunder Wave, which is a third. What level spell? Not Thunder Wave. Sorry, Thunder Step. Doop. Submit. And that is. Can do. Doop. He needs to. I'm gonna run up at him. And I'm gonna scream, and then I'm gonna cast it once I'm right here, and I'm gonna pop up all the way over here.
Okay, con save was 12, so you can go ahead and roll the damage.
Yay, 3d10. And that is 18 points of thunder.
Okay.
And then for my action, because it's 120 feet. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay, just make all those attacks, and we'll do the damage after. Because
And
it's like, or no, it's only two. Because you're
Yeah, it's only 2 beams.
It's by Warlock. Yeah.
So my Eldritch Blast, did I put that on here? I did. So the first one is a 19 for 5 points as the Mama Lion pounces on it. And the second one is a 25 for 8 points as the Baby Lion follows.
Okay, and another head pops off. Down to 2.
And just yell at it, eat shit!
All right, and next up it is Akka. It's your turn.
All right, Akka's gonna go buck wild again.
All right, let's go. Buck Wild. Let's go, Buck Wild. 25 hits, 15 hits. 15 just hits.
That's 11 bludgeoning, and it's rolling. Sorry.
Or lightning.
How much?
No, I'm
How
rolling
much?
a bonus dice. It's just telling me rolling the dice.
It's 4.
I'll roll it. Oh,
There
there you
it's okay.
18 damage.
And yep. And then the second one is gonna be the same so far.
go. And you pop
yeah.
off one more head, and then the other heads just seem to like wink heavily, and then they all just sort of fall all around you. They splash through you, Marcus. It's very gross.
I think that it would still do damage to me, Ben, because there's not an inch between the ground and it.
Huh?
I need to have. I'm underneath of it right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna take 2d12 damage then.
Yeah.
You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All right, and Akka, those were your 2 primary attacks.
Yeah. So, and I am not done yet. I yell out loud as I run over to this one,
All right,
and
Austin.
I leap at it, and I am going to use my my bonus action and my what's it called, Tavern Brawler, to make a grapple check against this enormous beast.
All right.
I'm assuming he has quite an advantage against me.
He rolled an 11.
Yeah.
You got him grappled. You grabbed him around his 2 heads that are left. You managed to grab both of them.
You see, I'm literally just like trying to tie them together.
Yep. Okay. Water Markets, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to flow forward using my water form into the space that Akka's in. I'm going to move up his arms that are holding the Hydra and buffet its 2 heads against each other with my slam attacks. 21 to hit, 25 to hit,
Yep, both hit.
21 points of damage total. That's my
Okay.
turn.
And it is now the Hydra's turn. Hydra's going to attack Akka with all 5 of its attacks. Oh, no, wait. Sorry.
It doesn't have that many heads. It only has 2.
Has 2. First attack is a 17.
That misses.
Okay, second attack is a dirty 20.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
And
I'm not
no new
looking so
hits
great.
appear. Took fire damage, so no new hits. Alrighty. And Marahim, it's your turn.
Alrighty.
Wait, is it his turn?
Yeah,
Okay.
if the thing went, it's up to me. Okay, I'm thinking it's maybe about time we just end things. He looks at the staff, and he's kind of just says like, well, that was almost perfect, thank you. And then he'll use Maximilian's Earth and Grass to grab its tail and like pull it to the ground
Okay.
to try and extra restrain it. So
It failed. Go ahead.
this was a mistake because I'm pretty sure that it needs to make a strength saving throw, and something tells me hydras are really strong. So
It failed.
let's go ahead and make one.
It failed.
Oh,
Go ahead and
cool.
roll the damage.
D6. So only 4 bludgeoning, but it is restrained.
It's grappled and restrained now.
Yeah,
All right, is that your turn?
that's going to be my turn. Oh wait, no. Then I'll. Whoa, I am not. I don't have negative 42 second level spell slots. I turn to Marcus and I say, "Fire, if you could."
Okay, Althea, it's your turn.
I'm going to look back at it and say, all right, let's hope this gets it done. And I'm going to simultaneously do my bonus action and my action at the same time just because I'm flavoring it. I'm going to hit it with my lightning bolt as a bonus action from the spear. It's a d20 plus 8. So 24 for that lightning bolt to deal 4d6.
Yep.
And then I'm also going to cast...
You have killed it.
Oh.
Before
Dang,
you use a spell slot, but if you want to use it for flavor, go ahead.
For flavor, I'm also gonna cast Chaos Bolt. And
All right, well, that happens as it does.
yeah, I wanted the lightning and whatever effect came out of my Chaos Bolt to intertwine.
It was fire, and the two of them, like, basically the lightning bolt went straight, and your chaos bolt, like, whirled around it, changing colors, and just as it hit, it was red.
Dope.
And there was, like, this big burst of energy, and that's where we're gonna leave it for this week. Thanks for watching the Sunken World Saga. This has been the Sunken World Saga. I've been the Sunken World Saga. Bye, everybody.